one sound of the sirens in Grayson Stadium, the Firefighters officially arriving for duty in Banana Ball in 2024. The third team to join the game, along with the Savannah Bananas and Party Animals, a group much different than those two Titanic brands. One representing grit, heroism, risk-taking toughness.
Logan Lacey becomes the 5th player in Banana Ball history to pull off a backflip catch.
And honoring the heroes who run into the blaze across all of our communities.
It means so much more than I could have ever thought.
So everybody laying it all on the line. Couldn't be more blessed.
Firefighters of the night are welcomed alongside Parker Nolan, Val Perez by Zach Watson.
It represents hard work, it represents discipline. Honor those people by how hard you play. Do not take that for granted.
Led by Val Perez, a 10-year firefighter in Corpus Christi, Texas, and longtime Bananas in Christian Dearman and Dakota McFadden.
My dad's been a fireman for over, probably 50 years now. My uncle's been in the fire department for a long time. Never give in, doesn't matter what the situation is. And you know these guys never back down. They're coming to save everyone that they can.
Being the son of a firefighter, being the nephew of a firefighter, and being a friend of so many different firefighters, it feels like this was meant for me.
Fighting the flames for 19 games in 2024, a year of history for the Firefighters.
Dakota McFadden, the first home run in the history of the Firefighters franchise. Under the leg to Brito at second. A trick play, and the first win in Firefighters history. Ham is tagged out, and the Firefighters have won their final game of 2024. And it's the perfect ending for the boys in red and yellow.
In 2025, the schedule going to 33 missions across the country, including the team's very first headlining tour, a 3-city journey across Virginia, a barnstorming month that left fans with plenty of fiery moments.
Isaac Para behind the back, Green through the legs, double play with the bare hand, backflip, handspring, yes sir! Into center field, is it gone? Oh my goodness! Noah Bridges is the hero in Salem!
And a host of new characters, like mascot Bo the Beaver, and the first ever Dalmatian Bat Dog.
Chief! Yeah!
The blaze spreading to major proportions. The Firefighters playing in 10 major league ballparks, with their first ever win in an MLB stadium coming in Denver last August.
The Firefighters stop the Nanners' winning streak at 14 games, and they take game 2 here in Coors Field in showdowns.
And they gave us one of the most emotional nights in Banana Ball history.
We pause to honor and remember, reflecting on the lives forever changed on September 11th, 2001. And tonight, we honor both the lives that were lost and the lives that were saved because of the selfless actions of first responders. Firefighter John Lestella. Firefighter Chris LeGros. Firefighter Fred Perez. Firefighter Mike Manofsky. And Firefighter Chris Schickler. And Firefighter Malcolm Moore. 9/11 First Responder Port Authority, Lieutenant David Lim. And 9/11 First
Going into the postseason, the Firefighters earning the 4th seed after going 6-27, only winning 3 times in 23 chances against the Savannah Bananas, the odds stacked against them going against the team in yellow, until Bradford Webb and Ben Dunn stepped up.
Bradford Webb, 6 innings, 6 goose eggs, 4 Ks. He was miraculous. Ben Dunn, the third, fired up as he dribbles this one over to first. Stephen Colin will take it behind his back into the bag, and the Firefighters win game 1. Ben Dunn, a 9-out save.
A 1-0 win in Game 1 of the semifinals, giving the Firefighters just as good a chance as anybody else. But they dropped Game 2 by 1 point, leading to a winner-take-all showdowns in Grayson Stadium. Dalton Cornett getting his chance to shine and creating a moment that will last in Banana Ball history.
That ball demolished, deep out to right, gone! Dalton Cornett sends the Firefighters to the 2025 Banana Ball Tour Championship Final.
I don't even have words right now. This is like the greatest moment of baseball history.
From 4th seed to the championship game, the Firefighters becoming the ultimate Cinderella story in Banana Land. The Fire and Flames picking right up where they left off in 2026, with longtime Bananas Eric Jones Jr., Jared Donaldson, and Zach Phillips officially aboard. The team picked up its first ever sweep in Banana Ball over the Loco Beach Coconuts in Little Rock, Arkansas. Launched an historic offensive performance in Montgomery, Alabama, scoring 22 runs in 1 game to beat the Indianapolis Clowns 4-2. Then swept the Party Animals for the first time ever in Albuquerque, highlighted by an incredible 2 rounds of showdowns in Game 2.
The Firefighters are the 2 seed and the Banana Ball Open!
Honestly, I've kind of done it so much now, I'm pretty confident in myself on that.
When you enter the fire service, you are entering a brotherhood unlike any other, and you're trying to be the one who is going to save somebody's life every single day, and you're in those high-stress situations. That is a bond unlike any other. So remember, when you put these jerseys on, who you represent. Take honor in that, take pride in that. When you enter this locker room, you've officially entered the brotherhood of the Banana Ball Fire Department. And let's take pride in that.
On his first swing with the Firefighters, EJ pumps it!
Jared Donaldson strikes out the side, his first frame against the Nanners.
Dalton Cornett has walked it off the Greenville!
We're hot, baby.
Noah Bridges is timeless!
We have a good offense.
Yeah. Tiny with the big shot! Darian McDowell!
There you go. Look at there. Oh my goodness. We're the hardest team in sports, baby. Let's go!
Dispatch to Banana Ball. All units converge on Scranton, where it is raining. A wet and wild affair will be had here at PNC Field. Mother Nature, though, no match for the Coconuts and the Firefighters. Last night, the equalizer point coming into play once again. Loco Beach winners 5-3, thanks in part to the trick play battle for that elusive point. Tonight, under the open skies here on Montage Mountain, can the Nuts sweep or do the Firefighters defend their firehouse? It's the Fire and Flames. It is the beach, live and in living color. Let's roll! And with that, welcome inside the Dispatch Center here where somehow we are actually dry in Scranton, Pennsylvania. It's AJ Switek, I'm Zach Staten. AJ, this is quite literally bringing the beach to you in a completely different way. That field might be wet, it might not be. The tarp has been just been pulled, so we hope to get you some Banana Ball here probably in the next 30 minutes, but AJ, I have no idea what to expect. That's what Banana Ball's all about.
Well, I'm going to spoil a little secret for those at home. You wonder, how are we dry? Well, we have the fortune of being right up here in the press box. These guys don't have the same luck. It has been raining all day long. When I look in my heart, I see 110 degrees. I see sunny. I see a margarita, and I see my feet up with my butt in the sand. The reality is right now here in the Electric City, we haven't got any electricity from the skies, but just about everything else. It has been dumping rain here in Scranton, so a major shout out goes to the entirety of the grounds crew that has been working their absolute tails off from sun up today to the moment that we're now speaking to make sure that we can get Banana Ball to you here from Pennsylvania.
They started working last night. The tarp was already on the field as soon as this game was done just one night ago here in Scranton, Pennsylvania. The beautiful fans here in the Keystone State have been unbelievable since we started this day. Out at Fire Drill Live, they were loud, they were passionate, and you have to be to sit through rain and weather like this. It's not just wet, it's also very cold. As you take a peek at PNC Field, where it does look like the rain is maybe ever slightly starting to slow down, but you look at the dimensions of this beautiful park, Lord, we saw it last night. There were a couple balls that were tattooed, but they just did not get out of here because of that beautiful mountain air. This stadium, first known as Lackawanna County Stadium, opened in 1989, got a nice facelift back in 2012 to the tune of $43 million. It is the home of the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders, of course the AAA affiliate of the New York Yankees. This is an important park here in Major League Baseball, minor league baseball, but there's also an important cause here that a lot of the players are taking hold of here this weekend, AJ, and you got a chance to talk to one of the Coconuts about that.
Yeah, not just this weekend, but really throughout the entirety of this month. It has been really special to sit down and have meaningful conversations with both players, staff members of the Loco Beach Coconuts, but really from all 5 other teams in Banana Ball as well. And that is because May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I was able to catch up with Will Etheridge before the game. May is Mental Health Month, and joining me here in the booth is Will Etheridge. Will, I know you've taken upon yourself to wear green eye black to represent the month of May and mental health awareness. Can you tell the people at home a little bit about your journey with mental health and why it means so much to you?
Yeah, it started roughly about 4 years ago, and performance anxiety with baseball is no joke. You're going into every outing, anticipating the worst essentially. And it kind of impacted me on and off the field, leading to a lot of different issues from panic attacks to just feeling outcasted and all sorts of things. So it wasn't fun to deal with, but I knew that I had to find help essentially, not just from myself, but from my peers and other people, and learning from other journeys with our mental health specialists with the Rockies to getting some help from some psychiatrists on the outside. Is just what can I do to help my specific journey, because it's different from everyone else. Everyone has their own specific issues, and they're real. They're very valid, they're very real, so we can't discount whose problems are worse, because everyone needs the same help, but we got to figure out what pieces fit their puzzles the best.
And everyone's going through their own things, of course, so you can't fit it all in one box. But what would your message be to anyone out there potentially dealing with performance anxiety, knowing there's a light at the end of the tunnel and you were able to find it?
Absolutely. I just had to simplify things. I eliminated a lot of the triggers that would cause some of these issues, and luckily this is all in the past for me. I don't have any of these issues anymore, but eliminating the triggers that started, finding a good base to live around. So that could be family, that could be really close to you, friends that know your story, anything along those aspects of getting a firm foundation to keep you in a good structure. My schedule was one big thing of things that just kind of jumped in and out, didn't know what to anticipate. If I built a strong schedule and stuck to it, it made the day go by so much easier. I didn't have to worry about anticipating what was going to happen from the day-to-day lifestyle that we had with minor league baseball. So finding that firm foundation is a very, very good starting point.
And Will, yesterday I know that you sent a pretty heartfelt message to the team, essentially saying, I have gone through mental health, and if you guys are struggling with anything, you could come to me. Was there anyone like that in your life who you were able to turn to when you needed it most? Absolutely.
My wife was a huge support system for me. She was able to help me get through a lot of my issues, because these are problems that everyone has essentially. I wouldn't say every single person in this world, but it is a lot of people that you may not know have been impacted by this. So you got to keep your people close to you, and honestly keep everyone close to you at the same time.
And then finally, I feel like Banana Ball functions as a really good escape for a few hours of your day, whether you're watching at home, watching from the ballpark, or anywhere in between. It's an opportunity just to step away and be a part of something bigger. So what has that family been like for you and for everybody involved, just that when it's a game day, whether it be in Scranton, Pennsylvania, Orlando, Florida, anywhere in between, what has it been like to be able to provide that escape for people and really have it for yourself as well?
Absolutely. I know everyone here treats everyone like family. We have gotten so close, even with the fans. We know a lot of fans by name at this point, and getting close, just creating that system of welcomeness. And no matter what you're going through, you're welcome here with us. And that's what we want to create. We love everyone, treat everyone equally, and have fun with it.
Will, I really appreciate you taking a second to get vulnerable and speak about mental health. I know that it means a lot to me. I'm sure it means a lot to the people out there as well. Spread love and do your best this month and always to just spread smiles and joy.
Absolutely.
Do your part.
Absolutely. Love everyone. There we go.
I mean, incredibly powerful stuff from today's starting pitcher, Will Etheridge. I cannot say enough how much I appreciate his vulnerability and willingness to open up to the world about his battles with mental health and where he currently stands. Again, May Mental Health Awareness Month. And Zach, I know that it runs extremely deep in both clubhouses, the meaning to this month specifically and giving the attention to mental health that it deserves.
Yeah, AJ, as the Firefighters run out onto the field here in Scranton, Pennsylvania, this has been a tough weekend for us as well. The Firefighters are carrying heavy hearts. We met a young man back in Scottsdale, a Make-A-Wish kid by the name of Brody Rackham, who has been battling since last summer a very aggressive form of soft tissue cancer. And you could tell in Scottsdale, Brody was battling, but he was struggling, but his smile was so beautiful. He passed away last Sunday, and I cried during that time because that young man was special to me. He was special to so many guys on the Firefighters, and we talked about that openly, about being vulnerable with each other, about understanding that, yes, we might be dealing with a lot of stuff that's difficult right now on the field, but man, what we do off the field is so important. And these guys opened up. They were tearful about Brody. They're carrying him on their wrist tonight with some bracelets, and we'll touch on Brody a little bit later and how important he was, but it's the importance of being able to show what you're feeling and who you are, and it's so important for what Will did there. And that message of men's mental health has spread to the Firefighters. You'll see a couple of them wearing green face paint tonight in honor of men's mental health. What Will spread there, the message that he just sent there, absolutely love him and thank him for sharing that, because the only sign of weakness to me is to not show that you're hurting.
Absolutely. I mean, regardless of age, regardless of gender, it's so important knowing that there's people out there who do genuinely care for you, for your story, and for your mental health, regardless of male, female, 5 years old, 95 years old. There are resources out there, and this world is a place for everybody. So I say it once, I'll say it again. Please attack your day with a smile. Do your best to spread joy, because it makes the world a better place when you greet it with a smile.
Tearing up in the booth up here, man. We love everybody out there. We love everybody who's going through something, and we certainly send our love to the Rackham family. We keep praying for you and thinking of you. And tonight, Brody, I know you're watching. This one is for you. Last night we had a record-breaking moment for the Firefighters as we transition to what we do on the field. Javon Ray was spectacular, and his defense was so much better too. In the 6th inning, Ashby Vining up to bat. The fastest inning ever pitched for the Firefighters was 1 minute and 7 seconds. That was shared between Marshall Schill and old curly Neil Lang, who I hope is doing well. That has not been passed up. There have been innings that have been close, but nothing quite there. But the Firefighters and Javon Ray did something last night. First of all, that's an insane trick play, going underneath the seat to make sure you get that on the trick play from Showtime Logan Lacey. So that gets you 1 out, 30 seconds. Right after that, as we go to the replay, there's an insane ball hit that goes off the back of the mound. Somehow Caden Green comes back, races through the diamond to catch up to this. This is insane. Makes the throw at first, just barely getting J.D. Urso. Peanut actually almost hurt himself there, was walking with a limp last night. He's better today, but he was chasing that ball so hard that he almost hurt his leg, but finds a way to make it. as you see the replay here. And then literally 1 pitch later, look at this. Popped up into foul territory. Mason Maxwell sacrificing himself for the out. 1:05 is now the fastest inning ever in Firefighters history. Javon Ray's name gets entered into the history books, but the Firefighters defense must be celebrated. Mason Maxwell making the sacrifice. That's what this is all about, making the sacrifice here for the Firefighters. So from one pitcher to now our starting pitchers tonight, you just heard about Will Etheridge. He's been a new starter for the Coconuts, AJ, but boy, since he's moved into that starting rotation, he's been effective and mighty good.
Yeah, the longtime Rockies farmhand is truly just such a special individual. Every conversation I have with Will Etheridge, I leave learning something because he just has so much meaning behind his word. We got to hear from him earlier. Now let's talk about what he does on the mound. This is a guy who throws a 2-seamer, a 4-seamer, a changeup, a cutter, and a slider. It's a true 5-pitch mix where he feels comfortable going to any of those pitches to any given batter. He's got 18 strikeouts this season to 10 ball, 4 sprints, a fairly comfortable ratio, and that earned run average and minutes per inning have continued to plummet since he's moved from the bullpen to a starting role. He's earned his ability as a starter on the mound, but I know there's a lot of people in Banana Land who are focused on the right side of the screen because they're celebrating what I guess is known as Donnie Day here in these parts.
It's always Donnie Day in the Firehouse, but particularly when he goes out onto the mound and toes that rubber as the starting pitcher. And look, I met him in the elevator this morning. He told me flat out, I am locked in. The last time he started was in El Paso. It did not go the way he wanted to. Gave up back-to-back home runs in the first inning. Ultimately, no point was surrendered, but he did give up 2 points in that start. This is a guy who has always bounced back well. He didn't have his best stuff in Montgomery. The next time out, he goes in relief against the Texas Tailgaters, strikes out 5, only surrenders 1 run, and does the job for a win for the Firefighters. If there's anybody that can bounce back off a tough performance, it is the veteran. 3 World Tours with the Savannah Bananas, his first year with the Firefighters, 2nd-round pick in the Banana Ball player draft. Jared Donaldson, when his back is against the wall, can shove. And he's the guy I would bet money on, entertainment purposes only, I would bet money on would be able to bounce back in ways that you wouldn't believe. Now, the last time we saw Jared Donaldson pitch against the Coconuts, it was in Wichita, Kansas. When we were in Wichita that morning, Donnie got to go on a Firehouse visit and thus created one of the coolest moments ever with 8-year-old Jake calling a strikeout against Grady Morgan. This morning, we got a chance to go back and visit another Firehouse. Maddie Warren was there, and she got a chance to catch up with a lot of great people here in Scranton.
One of the greatest things that we get to do here in Banana Ball, especially with the Firefighters, is get to talk to people in service in all of the cities that we go to visit. And I'm here with Rob Hegedus today. Rob, it is so nice to meet you. You showed us a little bit around your station. I want to hear a little bit about your role and how long you've been in service in this area.
So in the area, I've probably done it since maybe 41, 42 years. Started out as an emergency medical technician. And then got into the firefighting, and I worked as a career paramedic for 20 plus years and transitioned over into law enforcement right after that.
Now, I was talking with your wife a little bit, and it's not just you, but it's kind of a family affair that's in service.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about that.
So my wife started here in the 90s as a firefighter. So she's a registered nurse now, but she's more trained in the fire service as well. Like I said, dating back to the 90s, so you get 30 years of service from her as well.
Now your son, he's a volunteer here as well.
He is. He started when he was 14. He got involved with the fire company. He is now 19, and he's a volunteer firefighter here as well.
You guys were out at the game last night.
We were.
What did you think about Banana Ball?
It was amazing. It was nothing like we've ever seen before, and it was great to see that how welcoming all the team players were. Everybody came in and shook our hands and thanked us for what we do, and we're here for you guys just as much as you guys were here for us.
Definitely, and that's, the why behind the team, and we were kind of talking about that a little bit earlier. And so I would love to hear from you kind of how you would sum up what it is like to be a part of the family in the Firehouse.
How I would sum it up? I mean, it's that companionship, that family feeling that you're always welcome. And everybody works as a team, just like your baseball team, we work as a team.
Maddie Warren, thank you very much. What an awesome opportunity to go visit a great Firehouse here in Scranton. And those stories are what makes the best. And the stories of trick plays have been so critical for the Coconuts and the Firefighters this year, just like it was last night, AJ.
The introduction of the equalizer point has made trick plays so much more valuable here in 2026, and they could not have been more important an evening ago. The Loco Beach Coconuts were able to secure the equalizer point as the road team, and it came with fresh faces in the middle of their infield. The typical second baseman, Sal Jacobo, moved over to shortstop and looked very comfortable after an early error. For me, the big-time story was J.D. Urso at second base. Urso made his debut there, had more trick plays last night than the rest of the season combined. He stepped into a starting role after showing up and showing out against the Bananas in Savannah at Grayson Stadium. And with the equalizer point being the newest rule, let's take a look at all 11 here in Banana Ball.
Banana Ball is the fastest and most entertaining show in sports. And the 11 rules guarantee the most fans-first experiences every second.
Unbelievable! Welcome to the Banana Ball Championship League!
Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. The team that scores the most runs in an inning wins the point.
It's a walk-off winner to the deepest part of the field! Oh my goodness!
With the equalizer point, trick plays provide the away team an opportunity to earn a point going into the final inning. And in the final inning, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2, Banana Ball has a 2-hour time limit, guaranteeing that every game is fast-paced and action-packed. Rule number 3, no stepping out of the batter's box. If you do, it will result in a strike.
Max stepped out of the box, and because he stepped out of the box, that's it.
Rule number 4, no bunting, because bunting sucks. If you bunt, you'll be thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first base.
Ball 3, Gideon taken off for first, throw from Leroy in time.
Rule number 6, there's no walks. Walks are ball 4 sprints. The batter can advance as far as they want until every position player touches the ball.
Those defenders have touched the Banana Ball. It is a 4-base sprint to open up the ball game.
Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope. Rule number 8, foul balls caught by a fan count as an out.
Oh, they caught it! They did! They caught it on the third point! We're going to showdowns!
Rule number 9, the showdowns. In showdowns, the best of the best face off in the biggest moment. One hitter versus one pitcher with one fielder behind him. And the hitter has to score.
Deep to right center! See you later!
Rule number 10, the Banana Ball Challenge rule gives the coaches and you, the fans, a chance to impact a call on the field. Rule number 11, the Golden Batter. Once a game, each team can give any player an at-bat regardless of the lineup. This offers the biggest matchups on the biggest stage.
Big on big. Gamer, let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Get out of here, ball! That thing had a family!
And those are the rules of Banana Ball.
Well, thank you, Virtual Jesse Cole. That was tremendous. A lot of rules, 11 of them even. And there's keys to success as well. 4 of them even. Look, I declare trick plays! Office reference number 1 of the night. Actually, it's probably like number 4 or 5, I don't know. But either way, the Firefighters have not either denied or secured the equalizer point 5 times in their last 6 games. They've got to win the equalizer point battle. They've got to deny it tonight for the Loco Beach Coconuts because we saw it one night ago. It played a huge part of it. And then free? Nothing for free. We cannot give up a bunch of ball 4 sprints. 8 of them issued last night. Tonight, the Firefighters have to limit the free passes. AJ, the Coconuts, or just keep playing like you have.
Yeah, the messaging at the beach has stayed consistent. This is a family, and playing as a cohesive unit wins Banana Ball games. Last night it was defense and offense that got it done for Loco Beach in 5-3 style. It also came with really good plate discipline. We're calling this wave selection, but it boils down to this. In Banana Ball, the ball 4 sprint is the most pivotal rule inning to inning. It affects every single at-bat in every single game. And last night, the Loco Beach Coconuts remained disciplined at the plate. They worked ball 4 sprints that directly led to points and directly led to a series opening win.
I've been so entrenched on what's going on in the field. Danae Benitez on her home run heroes. You see our keys to the game. She just kicked over the tee. This is ridiculous, Danae, as we now have a hit. The kid is not running. Now he is. The Coconuts have thrown a ball to the Lord. Gideon Antle has thrown it to our right field umpire as this child is now running across first. Antle, where did that ball go? Oh, into left field. I think that's Grady Morgan chasing it. Oh, he's lost it. The child is running slowly, very slowly, taking his sweet old time. I'd do the same thing on a wet field. Don't chance it. Go, child, around third. Greatness is yours in 40 feet. Keep going. This is your moment. This is your home run. That kid just made magic and didn't even have to call himself Smoke to do it. Firefighters should get a point. I think that should be the rules, AJ. We just hit a home run.
Sure.
Hey, AJ's plussed out of his mind here right now. Good for the Firefighters and good for that kid. And now, Marshall Shill's got a microphone in his hands. It can only mean one thing. Another young child is about to warm up the fans at a very cold Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Now, with everybody getting on your feet, please help me welcome 7-year-old Ella as our fan warm-up tonight. Alrighty, Ella. So this is what's gonna happen. Whatever dance moves you do, everybody in this sold-out capacity crowd will do as well. So, I need to know, are you ready?
Yes.
Hit the music. Oh, and get those hands clapping, Scranton. And she's got them waving, y'all. Wait, is that the scuba? It's the scuba! Scranton, Pennsylvania, please give it up one more time for 7-year-old Ella!
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, hot shots and smoke shows from around the world. Tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live and millions more watching at home have gathered to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From sparks to sirens, from the station to the stadium, firefighters from across the globe have come together to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the crucible where the toughest, hottest, and most entertaining players are forged. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime, and no, this is not any other night at the firehouse. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God. But make no mistake, when the heat gets too intense, we don't cool off. We run towards the flames. This is a time for all 10,000 people in attendance to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the hottest show in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball.
And now, the starting lineup for your Firefighters. Leading off at second base, number 55, Tyner Tiny Hughes. Batting second, the hot shot at shortstop, number 2, Hayden Peanut Green. In the 3-hole, behind the plate, DC3 Dalton Cornett. Batting cleanup, the extra hitter, number 4, Eric Jones Jr. In the 5-hole, manning the hot corner, number 11, Logan Showtime Lacey. Batting 6th, ranging left field, number 0, Lamar Sparks. In the 7th slot at first base, wearing number 7, Mason Mad Max Maxwell. In the 8th hole, the designated hitter, number 24, Dakota Diesel McFadden. Batting 9th, ranging right field, number 10, Darian Premium McDowell. And the decky, ranging center field, number 30, Armando Becerra. And the flamethrower on the mound, tonight's starting pitcher, number 21, Jared Donaldson. The Firefighters are led by Battalion Chief Al Perez, Captain Corey Pye, and Lieutenant Drew Ionesta. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask all those who are able to please rise. Uncover your heads and turn towards the flag with your right hand over your heart for this evening's performance of our national anthem. Performing this evening, please welcome Christopher Bohinski with his rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you very much, Christopher Bohinski.
Christopher Bohinski with a tremendous edition of the national anthem as we light it up here in Scranton, Pennsylvania. These great fans deserve a great game, and they're about to get one in the hottest and fastest growing sport and show in all of sports and entertainment in Banana Ball, live from PNC Field in the beautiful mountains of Scranton, Pennsylvania. AJ Switek to my right in the booth. Maddie Warren is down on the field. I'm Zach Staten, thrilled to take you along here in the Firehouse as we take a peek now at the starting defense for the Firefighters. And once again, there will be changes here. In center field, we welcome back Armando Becerra, the third-round pick for the Firefighters in the 2026 Banana Ball Player Draft. He'll be back in center field after a game off to start this one. Lamar Sparks making another start in left field for the Fire and Flames. Tyner Hughes is back at second base. Dalton Cornett will bat as the catcher today. But Zachary Bridges is your designated fielder. He'll line up behind the dish to catch Jared Donaldson. You look at this infield. That's a mighty good infield for trick plays, led by Caden Peanut Green at shortstop. Last night, it was tough for everybody to field. You wonder how tonight the field conditions are going to play.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it's a tropical storm right now at the beach. The rain is coming down. You don't need to look up in the lights to see it. It has been raining since 7 a.m. this morning nonstop. We have had 12 consecutive hours of rain. And then it brings up the age-old question. Is that an advantage for the pitcher in Jared Donaldson or the batter in one of the top lineups in this league? Jared Donaldson's hoping that he'll have the advantage here. The righty, 5.35 earned run average. We talked about him in the pregame show. Longtime Savannah Banana, turned firefighter, a fan favorite. Works very quickly, and he has eaten innings at a premium this season.
This guy is as good as they get. 3 years with the Savannah Bananas on the World Tour, then joining the Firefighters this year. Again, if you need someone who is locked and loaded and needs to respond, who else would you call upon but Donnie Day? But he's going to have to do it against a Coconuts lineup that, man, there's not a hole in it right now, AJ.
I mean, since the Banana Ball opened, this group has looked borderline unstoppable. If you don't believe me, look at the numbers. I mean, there are 2 guys in this lineup hitting below 295. 1 through 4, Ben Parker, Tanner Allen, Dane Tofflin, Jordan Brewer. And that group of 4, you have over 10 years of professional playing experience, an SEC Player of the Year, a Big Ten Player of the Year, and a Canadian-born player in Dane Tofflin, who was last night's Showman of the Night with 4 RBI. That's just the top of the order. The heart of it has Vining, Osberg, Ansel, all guys who rank, Malden, Urso, Carson, everyone looking to make it a tough Donnie Day for Donaldson. Let's ring the bell and get this thing underway.
Started, here's Cat.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think you've waited long enough. It's time to start the 2-hour Banana Ball clock. But I need some help. Please help me welcome 5-year-old Harper. Hello, Harper. Here's what's gonna happen. On the count of 3, myself and 10,000 people are going to yell, ring the bell. And when we do, you're gonna do just that, okay? 1, 2, 3, ring the bell. Showtime.
Harper, that is one of the most unique ways we've ever rung the bell in the history of God and man. Let's play Banana Ball in the rain.
Safe to say it's slippery down there, for sure. The most faithful Banana Ball fans fill out PNC Field amidst a rainy day. We're underway.
Donnie, going to touch high on pitch 1. Again, you wonder for the pitchers how the field conditions, how the ball feels as you try to throw. Hector Gonzalez behind the plate tonight, the veteran of this crew. They'll make it a 2-0 count. Donnie going with a turtleneck look, by the way. Again, it's rainy, but it's awfully cold. And just like last night, Ben Parker started out with a 3-0 count. If he swings, I'll say I have bigger muscles than him. I won't have to lie to you. Ball 4 sprint, so it's a 4-pitch free base situation as all 7 fielders behind the pitcher now have to touch the banana ball before they can stop it. Ben Parker will just ease off at first.
How about it? Pumps the Sailor Man starts off this game the exact way he did last night. He's hoping for that exact same success. It was 3 ball 4 sprints for a total of 5 bases and a steal of first base from Pumps, and the Coconuts win last night.
Coconuts had 8 ball 4 sprints last night as Hector does not give Donnie the zone. So it's 5 straight bad ones to start here as TA knocks one into the sky. Armando Becerra in center field, tip drill right to his bare hand, and that's a good way to start out for Mondo back at the 8th spot. You can call that one in for the first trick play of the night.
Just hovering above 50 degrees right now in Scranton, Pennsylvania. You are going to have to get every bit of the banana ball to leave the yard. It is not flying the way it typically would up here in the Northeast. So with a wet playing field and cold conditions, line drives, balls on the ground, that's what's going to feed the family.
I'm stunned you admitted that it was 50 degrees.
I didn't say that. It's 110 degrees.
There it is.
Sunny.
There
even.
it is.
No, I mean, it has been.
By the way, yesterday at batting practice, TA said, if you get one out of here, you're a grown man. Even he saw that as Dane Tofflin, who has taken Jared Donaldson yard before, steps on in. Another guy who drew a couple of ball 4 sprints last time, along with a single.
He's no stranger to this weather. The lone Canadian-born banana baller is in a 3-1 spot. He's been working ball four sprints with the best of them. Really, since the banana ball opened, pound for pound, Dane Tofflin's on a short list of the best bats in this league, and he just worked yet another sprint.
So again, all 7 fielders for the Firefighters must touch the banana ball before they can stop the runner. So Ben Parker goes to third. Dane Tofflin will step aside at first and trade places with Armani Henderson, and up to bat is Jordan Brewer. And first thing you see too with a lot of these coconuts, a lot of hoodie action going on here today. Darian McDowell for the Firefighters also wearing one. You're not seeing a ton of guys with all the cut-off sleeves.
Yeah, at the beach, we're used to a lot better weather than this, but we're bringing the beach to Scranton, Pennsylvania this weekend. Saw it last night with the 5-3 win. Here's the former Big Ten Player of the Year, Jordan Brewer, a new father as well. Designated runner Armani Henderson gets checked on over at first.
Boy, that brought a couple of flashbacks I don't want to talk about from last night. A couple of pickoff throws that went into the dirt that scored runs for the Coconuts. Big swing and miss from JB, who is rewriting the way that you can play first base in the Banana Ball Championship League. 45 trick plays coming into the weekend. That is by far the most in the BBCL, and he gets a little chin music there.
And he doesn't just do it defensively either. An on-base plus slugging just south of 1,000. He gets it done with the stick. He's really a 5-tool guy.
Knocks one into left field. That is gone!
Jordan Brewer put all 5 tools on display. League leader among first basemen in trick plays. 3 home runs now on the season. This one a 3-run blast. We said you had to get every bit of the banana ball to send it out of the yard in this weather. Well, Jordan Brewer left no doubt and just brought the beach to you.
All right, I no longer have the most obvious Office reference in the history of Banana Ball in Scranton, which is only 2 games in, but there's been a lot of Office references. Boy, that one, boom, roasted. Out to left field, of course, for a 3-run knock, and now the base is clear, but not before the Coconuts, who put up 2 innings last night of 3 runs, already have a 3 spot in the first frame. And right now, this is where you find out what you're made of. Especially for a guy like Jared Donaldson, who has been through all the trials and tribulations you could ask for in Banana Ball. Ashby fighting, ripper into right field. Darian McDowell underneath. He just tried the trick play and he got it. How in the world did he pull that one off? I do not know, but Darian can call that one in for a trick play. Goodness gracious, we talk about premium plays. That's as premium as they get. What in the world? Manscaped and a half.
We are really watching the 2 premium right fielders defensively in this league in this series. You look at Gideon Antle for the Coconuts, Darian McDowell for the Firefighters. Between the 2, it's a couple of really special arms and really creative trick players. There's going to be another try here for McDowell out into right. He lunges up and makes the catch in front of the wall.
Darian McDowell, you're unbelievable. AJ, I'm sorry on that one. You were still going, but I got plussed out of my mind because Darian McDowell is a plus fielder. This is insane. On that track, and if you have our view, it's as muddy in some places puddle. But Darian McDowell jumping onto the track limits the damage to 3, and the Firefighters now have their work cut out for him going into the bottom half against a really tricky Coconuts defense.
It's the 3rd time in 2 games now for Eric Osberg. He's had a hard hit ball that somehow was stolen by a web gem. He takes over behind the plate, still in search of his first trick play this season. Sal Jacobo, the designated fielder, is going to play shortstop all day. Brett Carson just hitting in his place. But the story last night and today again is J.D. Urso. 4 trick play game last night led the Coconuts to an eventual equalizer point and win. He's looked really comfortable stepping in, and he's got a guy on the mound who pitches to contact in Will Etheridge. Will Etheridge is not afraid to let guys put the ball in play and trust the defense behind him to induce trick play after trick play. The strikeout celebration, its signature. It's always going to be the baby boo from Will Etheridge, but this is a guy who started the season in the bullpen and admittedly struggled. He's moved to a starting position and settled in extremely nicely. A longtime Colorado Rockies farmhand, now in his first year of Banana Ball rookie campaign with the Coconuts, takes on a Firefighters lineup that, in spite of this slow streak in the record column, has been swinging a hot stick.
Yes, the Firefighters this year, 307 average coming into the weekend, which was second best only to the Loco Beach Coconuts, who, as you've seen in the first inning, hit just about everything that's thrown their way. Even if it's hit for an out, they hit it really hard. But Tyner Hughes is one of the most aggressive leadoff guys you're going to find here in the Banana Ball Championship League. 346 average. He's quite good at the top of the order in his first year full-time in Banana Ball. Caden Peanut Green, after a total of 24 hours without the lead in batting average in the BBCL, is back on top with 424. We see if he can be as productive as he has been expected to be this year. Get a couple of changes again. You'll see Dalton Cornett is in the lineup. Not the fielding catcher, but he is the batting catcher.
Also worth noting, Will Etheridge and Eric Osberg, a package deal at the school ground. Whenever Etheridge starts, Osberg's the one back there behind the plate. They're most comfortable working with one another.
You can see Donnie had a little trouble, I think, with the Banana Ball. Will Etheridge has fired 3, and they've all gone really into the left low corner, way outside. Ball 4 sprint on the table and a 3-0 count. He goes back inside. It is a ball 4 sprint. Maybe a little late call there from Hector. Tiny will just put the brakes on and stay at first. He got a little slow out of the box, but hey, that'll do the job. And so the leadoff guy for both teams, both get on via the ball 4 sprint.
Tyner Hughes brings really good versatility to the box. He's a guy who can play the outfield and the infield and then hit for contact and power. Matched it with good discipline there to work the ball 4 sprint.
Will Etheridge likely to respond. This guy was valued talent in the Banana Ball player draft. I've been told a couple of stories from Joe Mikulik. They really wanted him, and the Coconuts took him right before they could grab him. Had to wait for a moment, then take Brett Sanchez as he fires in his first strike of the night. I think both teams worked out fine. Brett Sanchez, one of the best strikeout artists in the Banana Ball Championship League. Caden Peanut Green, 424 average, OBP well above 500. This dude is the most improved player in the Banana Ball Championship League. And he's got the coolest nickname to boot. 3-1 count. Some chin music goes up on Old Nut. Check back over to first. Tiny has to run back in. It's rare that I've seen a Banana Ball player have to wear the snow cap, the beanie, like Jordan Brewer is at first. He's used to this, by the way. Guy grew up in Michigan. Inside, another ball 4 sprint. So already both pitchers have thrown 4 ball 4 sprints, 2 apiece. Caden will stay at first. Tiny is all the way to third, but there are runners on the corners and not a soul is out as Captain Clutch, Dalton Cornett, comes on in to take his first swings of the night. 7 walk-offs coming into the weekend. That was good enough to be third in the Banana Ball Championship League. This guy, of course, has one of the greatest home runs in the history of Banana Ball last year against the Savannah Bananas, a showdown walk-off winner. Won't officially go down as a homer, but we all know in our hearts and souls it was a big fly. Etheridge throws the first pitch strike. Both pitchers, you see, they're having just a little trouble with the command. And you expect that with a wet ball. Also, it's quite cold as that one is fisted. Oh, it's a great play from J.D. Urso. Bounce pass over, a run to score. It's a trick play for the Nuts. Dalton Cornett does get a little productive, though.
Now, you can't take J.D. Urso out of this lineup. Period. End of sentence. J.D. Urso has carved out a role on this team with grit and with will. Not only is he able to go completely horizontal to get to that banana ball, but he has the wherewithal to remember we need a trick play early in this contest. It's a bounce pass that gets the Coconuts their first out and their first trick play, bringing up Eric Jones Jr. I'll note on Will Etheridge, interesting, in both 3-0 counts, he went to his 2-seamer. That must be the pitch he feels he has the best feel for here in the rain early.
It's a nice AB for Dalton Cornett. That was a heck of a hit. Even better defensive play. If J.D. Urso doesn't dive out there, that's still rolling all the way to Gideon Antle.
And if the ground isn't wet, that very well gets through.
It's a 1-1 count. Bouncer, Tofflin has to really back up. That was a slow bouncer over to first, but in time for the out.
You can get used to that this evening. The ball is going to move slow. This is a very wet playing surface. In spite of being under the tarp for the majority of today, I mean, when it rains for 12 hours straight, the ground's going to be wet. It's just the way that the world works, even on the beach. So infielders going to have to be ready to charge and make plays. Dane Tofflin, good job cutting that one off and setting his feet for an accurate throw across the diamond.
inning-tying run is at the plate in the form of Logan Lacey. In the month of May, hitting .333. A two-time All-Star, looking very much like his All-Star self. Etheridge, low and outside. This guy has the ability to tie this game with one swing. So does the dude on deck in Lamar Sparks. You can hear the wind starting to blow. That doesn't sound fun. It's a 2-1 count.
Sounds like a great time.
The rain is picking back up again after it died down for a couple of moments as Lacey sends this one to the heavens above. I don't believe a fan had a chance to catch that one.
Gotta bring a glove.
Oh, God. Just hit that high. 2-2. Oh, it's a backwards K for Will Etheridge. And the Coconuts, for the second straight night, win a point in the first.
And she gon' call me Baby Boo. How about it? Look at Eric Osberg frame this one up. That's what I call stealing a strike. Pulls it right over the plate. Will Etheridge knew it all the way. These are two former professionals who work in tandem as battery mates. The Coconuts secure a point behind good pitching and better defense. Will Etheridge rolling on the hill. We send it down to the field before we head to the second inning.
Here's CJ.
Fans, here in Bananaland, we all have the same favorite movie. Say it with me now on 3. In 3, 2, 1, Sharknado! Yeah, Sharknado! And right now, we're about to play a game based on that movie. Here's how this is gonna work. We have 4 sharks. They're gonna be doing dizzy bat when the music plays. When it stops, they're going to have to grab an inner tube. We are gonna go until there's only 1 shark remaining. Shark, put your foreheads on those bats. Dispatch, hit that track. Start spinning, sharks. Start spinning. Here you go. Keep going. Keep spinning. Keep spinning. Keep going. Keep it going. Oh, find an inner tube. Where's it at? Find an inner tube. They're fighting for it. Who's it gonna be? Oh, all right. We now are down to 3. Get back to your bats and keep spinning. Find your bat. Get back to spinning. Get back to spinning. 3 remain. Get that spinning going. Keep spinning. Keep spinning. Keep spinning. These sharks are getting dizzy. They're getting dizzy. Oh, the music stopped. Where's the inner tube? Oh, it's... There we go. Now we are down to 2. Get back to your bats. And start spinning, sharks. Start spinning. There's only 1 tube left. Keep spinning. Keep spinning. Just keep spinning. Keep going, sharks. Keep spinning. Oh, where's the inner tube? It's right here. It's by me. There. Oh, no. Oh. I think we have a winner right here wearing the coconut jersey. Give it up for your winning shark, everybody!
Fans, it's time for the CPR inning. Remember, when you're performing CPR to keep the...
AJ, you ever seen Sharknado?
There's 6 movies.
I've not seen one of them either. Look at this. Rain here. 47 degrees. That would make anybody shake. Quite literally, because it's cold. We go back for the top of the second inning. Jared Donaldson back out. 3-run first. Again, you could see it with both these pitchers. It's got to be so difficult, not just because of the moisture on the ball, but just the sheer cold to try and grip is awfully difficult. Gideon Antle is not an easy guy to face, to say the least, but he just took a big hack at strike 1.
I'm enjoying watching both teams, 7 fielders behind the pitcher doing all they can to stay warm. Armando Becerra jumping jacks in the outfield. Logan Lacey just continuing to hop at third to stay hot on the hot corner. And fans smart not to bring a glove there.
A lady clad in a poncho and hoodie did not even know the ball had come her way until it landed right next to her. Head, swivel, keep it. Well, we'll try it again, young ma'am. That time it didn't even get close to her. Gideon Antle fouling off a couple. A man who faked his way through a cybersecurity major. Didn't fake his way through, he does it again. Now we might have a shot. They do not catch it.
Hey, Let's get one thing very clear about the Ant-Man. There was nothing fake about that cybersecurity major.
No, he just
I
put
trust
it on.
him with my life. You know who has my Instagram password? Me, Grandma Switek, and Gideon Antle.
Why does Gideon Antle have your Instagram
He keeps me
password?
secure.
Oh, sure. 2-2. And he's not secure there. Backwards K from Hector Gonzalez as Donnie gets himself his first strikeout of the night. That's how you respond. That's back-to-back backwards Ks, by the way. Remember how you just said a strike got stolen? I think that's a makeup call. Hey, Dalton Malden's got a guitar in his hands. That must mean something cool's about to happen.
Now batting the songbird of his generation.
I don't know how well that came through on YouTube. In the stadium, I have an update. Dalton Malden, you're going to get my Instagram password too.
Wow, why?
That was quite the performance. The songbird of our generation, Dalton Malden, with the bat themed after his own album, his own single, comes to the plate looking to hit maybe even more than a single. He's carved out a role in this order. It's back-to-back days as a designated hitter. After hitting in the 9-hole last night for Coach Crocco's crew, he gets a signature walk-up and is all smiles here to hit 8th with the glitter eye black on full display in the rain.
Two things I want to say. Number one, we got a ticking timer here, Dalton. Let's put these batting gloves on just a little bit faster. Number two, if you was about it, you'd be taking this AB with the guitar around your waist. Or you'd just play the guitar with the batting gloves on.
So I don't want him to put my Instagram password in with the batting gloves on because it's wet, and I think the residue you could pick up where it was on the keyboard.
Big swing and miss there. What is your Instagram password?
Loco Beach 446. Why 446, you ask? I don't know, I made it up.
There you go. It's 446 degrees on the surface of the sun.
It's Loco Beach followed by 3 different numbers. I'll leave it up to your imagination.
Donnie trying for the trick pitch. Strikeout, won't get it. It's a heck of a try, though. We saw that with Ben Dunn last night on the mic. He was saying we need trick plays, so why not try for the trick pitch strikeout? Didn't work, but hey, you reward the effort. That one knocked over to Lacey, but foul. That is a guy who will try a trick play. Last night we saw one where he was seated and somehow found a way to get one under his butt for a trick play. And by the way, yes, this is banana ball. We say butt here. 2-2. Just fouled away. These two guys, teammates for a long time in that team clad in yellow.
I'd like to make one thing abundantly clear. Don't use the word we. I don't use that kind of language.
Sure. We'll do the 2-2 again, and we'll go sit down again. Jared Donaldson back-to-back strikeouts to start the second inning. That's how we celebrate Donnie Day.
Donnie says, put that butt in a chair. Oh, goodness.
Well done, Age.
I'm sorry, I cracked myself up. Dalton Malden
you
goes
know what?
fishing.
You got me on that one, too. Good for you.
Can't reel it in. And here comes J.D. Urso after his phenomenal left gem last inning. We're going to hear from him in the bottom of the second with the mic defensively.
Wait, what?
I don't like keeping secrets in Banana Land. We're miking up J.D. Urso. He's got a great personality. Another guy who just seems to always be smiling. More process-oriented than the results. He has the Division II record, 93 game on base streak. No one's touching that record anytime soon. His dad, one of the great Italian coaches in the history of the world. Well respected at the University of Tampa, Italian national team. Baseball, banana ball, it runs in the Urso bloodline.
Can he hear me right now? Because the last time that happened was
he definitely
in Wichita.
can. You see that little wire?
Oh yeah. Hi, JD.
He's locked in. Ball four sprint. Urso always is looking for 2 bases with a ball 4 sprint. The defense would have to be sharp to get him here. He's not stopping at first. It is a 2-base ball 4 sprint. J.D. Urso always hustling on the bases. No different here. He's not afraid to get the jersey dirty on the wet playing surface. Urso always has the team first, and he gets a runner in scoring position with 2 away for dual threat Brett Carson, averaging a hit in every third at-bat this season. He's got 5 ribbies and is another guy who has just continued to work his way into the order. This is why it's going to be a tough play over at first. Donaldson can't get his back foot to the bag. J.D. Urso heads up base running. It's in to score. Wow. Brett Carson just drove in a run, and we have a challenge.
Well, not only do we have a challenge, Val Perez signaled like she was going to challenge, and then a fan popped the cork.
We're going to need another look at this one.
Roommate to roommate.
Yeah,
is Donnie's foot on the bag? If it is, I think he's out. The heel, oh, it's so tight. From that angle, it looks like it's on there. You need to see it again from someplace else. It looks like the heel touches right there, but you can't tell for absolute certainty. Boy, that was fun, though. Val did make the move like she was going to challenge, because Donnie immediately got up and said, yes. Heel there, ball and glove there.
I just don't definitively see that foot touch the bag.
All the firefighters are running off the field. Brett Carson has stayed at first. Every firefighter clad in red has come off the field. Umpire crew is back out like they have already made their decision.
Okay.
Man, and that is massive because it just saved a run. It just saved a run. That is a huge call. Crew chief Jake Moore and home plate umpire Hector Gonzalez going over to make a look at that. And man, that is a big time call because the Coconuts scored a run off of that, but Donnie was right there locked in for it. Told Val, let's challenge, let's go for this. And his instincts turned out to be right. Brett Carson and Javon Ray having some fun with each other. That's the friendly banter here. So after all of that, we go to the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Hello.
Will Etheridge takes over on the mound. We've got J.D. Urso mic'd up at second base during this half inning. I mean, what more could you ask for here at Loco Beach? We're getting the tech team working on J.D. Urso's mic. We'll hear from him as soon as humanly possible because, in case you can't tell, I can't get enough of J.D. in my life.
I want to make sure everybody knows this. There is nobody higher on J.D. Urso than the guy sitting to my right. He has battled for him as one of the premier second basemen in our league, and you've already seen why. He potentially saved a second run, potentially a point for the Firefighters in the top of the first.
I mean, I'll take it a step further. It's not just second base. J.D. Urso is a guy who, at the University of Miami, was the team starting shortstop. Then at Tampa, when his dad needed him, he played both corners of the infield. He's played catcher. He's played all 3 positions in the outfield. J.D. Urso is a true utility guy who pairs it with unorthodox pop and great bat-to-ball skills. Now we're going to be able to check in with him because it sounds like they've gotten that mic fixed amidst the rain. J.D., how you doing?
Good. You guys hear me?
Barely.
We've got you, J.D.
J.D., could you hear me when you were at bat?
No, sir.
Okay, good.
When I was in the on-deck circle, something pulled out my back.
Okay, good. Last time that happened, Dane Tofflin hit a home run, so just wanted to make sure you couldn't hear me.
No, I couldn't. I got a little sped up. I still have my elbow guard on, but, you know, something happened.
Oh, JD, it's always so good to talk to you, man. I want to talk some ball. You've been carving out more and more of a regular role on this Coconuts team. What's it been like being able to get into more of a groove, both defensively and at the plate?
Yeah, it's been awesome, man. My teammates, even in the early games when I wasn't as much, they made sure I understood how much they believe in me. And when my chance came, I was ready. There you go, Dane. Quick run opportunity, let's go.
The boys are rolling. Now, Nada had 2 trick plays apiece early in this contest. JD, you know, I've been fortunate enough to be a fly on the wall, post-game conversations on the phone with your dad, one of the great baseball minds out there. What's it like having someone who knows that much about the sport at home to lean on whenever you need it?
Yeah, I mean, it's an advantage. They just won again, the Super Regionals. They're going to Cary, North Carolina. He started his coaching career with the Angels. I like to believe he's the best coach in the world. What he instills in me is the ability to be consistent, work hard, but understand the game, understand what your team needs of you, because there's nothing more important in this sport than this.
JD, when you had that ball force sprint in the top of the inning, was there ever a second thought, or did you know with my wheels I'm going for second base?
No, never a thought for me. I was going for 2 all the way. We had a couple ball force sprints earlier. I have a good eye for my speed. I'm going to keep going until they get me consistently.
JD, It's Zach, by the way, longtime listener, first-time caller. There are a lot of visitors on your team that you played with last year for Coach Crocco. There are a lot of visitors in this league right now making some massive impacts. Is that tag over? Not applied in time. How much fun has it been to see the squad that you were with last year get spread out amongst the Banana Ball Championship League and make such impacts like they have this year?
Yeah, it's an absolute honor. You know, as visitors, we all share the common goal of being here for the time. I definitely believe this place is life-changing. To be able to see some of my business teammates out here, even the ones wearing other uniforms, I'm so happy for them. All of them, the ability to impact these fans. So proud of all my guys, but I especially love my coaches.
You should absolutely be proud of those guys, by the way. Dakota McFadden just had to show flexibility, hasn't in 10 years.
JD, I want to know, what's the playing surface like? How wet is it? How is that adjusted, how you're playing? And I mean, you're wearing it on the front of your jersey right now. I know you've got to be wet.
Yeah, it's wet out here, but as an infielder, you know, the saturation helps me. I'm going to get some more balls today. If I don't leave here covered in mud, I'll be upset with myself.
And JD, there was a long portion of this season, I mean, nearly the first third of it, where, you know, you just had to continue grinding away on the outside looking in, keeping your head to the grindstone and doing what you could to carve out a role in this lineup. Now, it's a 5th straight start for you, JD. I'm wondering what maybe in your upbringing or throughout life was able to help you keep an even head and not make it any bigger than it needed to be when you were on the bench, and how, you know, you've been able to work out this role now.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the way I approach this game is information-based. The time sitting on the bench helped me collect information. I think a lot of people don't give enough credit to how difficult this game of Banana Ball is. I had a couple learning moments early on when I was coming to the game. Some more trick plays I thought I needed to make. And now to be out here 5th straight day, I'm starting to really feel like I'm playing Banana Ball. And hopefully just keep taking my game to the next level.
JD, why is your team so against full first names? You have AJ, JD,
Renee!
South Trimble steals 3rd. Not even a throw over there. Why do you guys hate full first names?
Yeah, you know, we're playing a game at time. I don't need you guys up there reading the alphabet.
I love that.
Just a couple letters and a number. Let's go play some ball.
Yep.
JD, well done.
All good names come with 2 letters. JD is on the money with that. JD, you know, you and I had the fortune of checking out the Death Valley and Grand Canyon with one another. I know that you're a big nature fan, so on off days, does that help you recenter? I know the answer. I was fortunate enough to be there with you, but maybe tell the fans at home who weren't fortunate enough to see the Grand Canyon and Death Valley how breathtaking that was.
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the best days of my life. To celebrate your birthday too is special. But this game is hard on us, hard on our minds. You can just get out there and see nature and see how pretty this earth is. I think it's very refreshing for the soul. It helps you come out here and just play good ball, worry a little bit less.
JD, you are truly just such a special individual. It means a lot every time that we get to talk. I've got to leave you with one thing. Will Etheridge has got to strike out to get out of the inning. Can we get his signature baby boost celebration for a sign-off? Oh, man. Don't do it to him. JD Urso, the Division II record holder with a 93-game on-base streak, just made his 5th start here in a row with the Loco Beach Coconuts. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk, my friend. It's always love with JD. Phenomenal stuff from one of the great minds in this league. Let's guess that chest.
Hey, okay. Let's move on to chest number 2. All right, chest number 2. Chest number 2. We got a game to play. Right there. All right, not bad. Chest number 3. Oh, she is smiling. Okay, Ashley, come over here. Turn around. Can you tell me which chest was your husband's?
Obviously, number 1.
Ashley, take off your blindfold and meet your new husband. This is going to be a very awkward ride home. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Guess That Chest.
Well, that was certainly something.
I know this chest from a mile away. It's the biggest one in Bananaball, and it's Ben Pumps Parker's. Worked a ball four sprint to start the day, and really it feels like this weekend Firefighters pitching, it doesn't feel like it, it's true. They've pitched around Ben Parker. He really hasn't seen a ball to hit because it's just continually been far away from the zone.
I'm not even sure you can blame that today on it with the rain.
Very true.
But
very
he's just
true.
earned a ton of ball four sprints, just the way that it's been. This is a guy with an OBP well above 500, certainly going to help this week. And again, he starts with a 3-0 count. And if he swings, I would be floored. He won't, and he shouldn't. It's a ball four sprint again. Donnie yelling something back at home plate. Wasn't sure if that was aimed at Hector Gonzalez, maybe Zachary Bridges. It looked like Hector told him to calm down a little bit. Donnie does not get animated like that very much, and when he does, he means business.
It definitely looked like it was directed at the home plate umpire, Hector Gonzalez, who is one of, if not the most respected official in this entire league, around the league, at the Latin umpire on all social media platforms. He makes an effort to go to the post-game party plaza in his umpire gear after every game and be there for the fans. I think he deserves that shout-out because Hector Gonzalez gets Bananaball. He absolutely is an individual in the right seat.
Not only that, he makes an effort to talk to the players, too, after the game. If they have some sort of issue, as that one's fouled off by TA. Here in PA, by the way, Maddie Ward has said that is her vocal stem, is saying PA. I don't know where Maddie is right now, but I know she's probably downstairs just losing her brains that I mentioned that. TA, that's a single into right field. Lord, that took a major bounce off the lip of the infield. Darian McDowell's going to throw for third, and oh, he did not lay the tag down in time. The throw, I think, beat Ben Parker there, but just a little short.
Ben's like, where am I? Where am I?
Ben
Oh
should
my
be
goodness.
forced to play the
Ben
rest of the time in
Parker.
that. By the way, TA turned that into a double, so it's runners in scoring position at both third and second. Look at that. Yeah, throw was in time. Oh, that might have got him. That might have got him on the hand. I'm not sure that Val Perez doesn't need to challenge that.
Well, I'm sure Ben Parker didn't see it one way or another.
Sure.
There's two in scoring position now. Heads up base running from Tanner Allen. That's not a double. It's going to be a single. He advanced on the guy Logan Lacey holding the ball at third, and he doesn't have a chance to clamp it here. Big Timber brings in a pair. It's a 2 RBI single, and now a 6 ribby weekend for Dane Toughlin. Remember the name, amidst a monsoon. The Coconuts have scored 5 runs and now have a 2-0 advantage here in the top of the third. Let's celebrate it. Wow, are they groovy. Peyton Chatagnier, Dene Benitez celebrating this 2 RBI single. Dane Toughlin simply seeing watermelons instead of banana balls at the plate, and he takes full advantage yet again to plate both Ben Parker and Tanner Allen. The top 3 in the order doing their job, and then some for Loco Beach. And it brings up another lethal bat. Jordan Brewer 1 for 1 today with the 3-run homer of his own.
And the rain has really picked up here in Scranton, Pennsylvania again as Donnie throws that one low into the dirt. Zachary Bridges will elect to get a new banana ball. I mean, you can see it on the track. It's tough times here.
Worth noting in Bananaball, for a game to count as official, you either need to go 5 innings or 1 hour. It doesn't have to be both, it has to be either or. Right now, 2 innings into this game, 23 minutes from it counting as a contest regardless of where things go. If the rain continues to pick up, that is something to monitor.
And not only that, the wind is starting to pick up now. You can see it throughout the stadium. The ponchos are blowing. The wind is picking up the flag out in center field. It is a tough day here weather-wise in Pennsylvania as that one's fouled off by Jordan Brewer to work the count full. I mean, everybody is layered up, and that's good to see, but this is the weather does not seem to be getting much better.
No, and I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out the over 8,000 in attendance right now. I mean, that is love for the game. In your poncho, in your sweatshirt, doing everything you can to be at this Bananaball game. I mean, massive shout out to both the fans at home and the fans in the grandstand opting to spend their evening here with us.
Jordan Brewer snakes one into left field. It's another base knock, and right now everything is going against the Firefighters and for the Loco Beach Coconuts. The top four have just been absolutely unstoppable tonight.
Jordan Brewer continues to do Jordan Brewer things with that single. He's right back above 300 in the batting average category. It moves Armani Henderson to scoring position and brings up Ashby Vining. He's 0 for 1 with a well-struck ball to right. That was gloved by Darian McDowell back in the first.
I want to make mention of one thing here. Val Perez has now run over to Mark Crocco coaching third. You got to know that those two have been having a lot of conversations. That one is absolutely drilled into right center field. Darian McDowell, oh my goodness! That dude is absolutely unbelievable, and he's going to make the throw over to third, but not in time. Armani Henderson with a great tag. Jordan Brewer going from first to second. But man, Darian McDowell, what can you say about that guy in right field? Premium doesn't even begin to do the job.
I mean, I've said it once, I'll continue to beat the dead horse. We are watching the two premium right fielders in this sport in this series. That is the fourth hit by my count that McDowell has stolen now across a game and some change this weekend. Two of them have come here against Eric Osberg. Eric and I spent some time talking last night. He's like, man, right now it feels like I can't buy a hit, but the swing, it looks so smooth, it looks so pretty. With a guy like McDowell and right, sometimes you just have to tip your helmet.
He is the Dunkin' Donut batter tonight. He strikes out. A bunch of people are getting some free sweet treats via our friends at Dunkin' Donuts. If there's anybody that might take that a little bit personally, I think it is the longtime pro, former minor leaguer for the Tampa Bay Rays. At one, he does break out the sword, and the check swing not in time. It's a two-run frame for the Loco Beach Coconuts here as Donnie tries to go quickly, and he will do the job. It skips into the dirt, and everybody here, grab yourself a handful of donuts. The Dunkin' Donut batter is real, and it is spectacular here in Scranton. Now, my question is, how do you eat donuts in the rain? If it gets soggy, man, like I don't want a soggy donut.
Wasn't that the name of that movie? Was it Donuts in the Rain?
What?
Oh, no, Snakes on a Plane.
Oh, yeah, same thing. Exact same thing.
I think I'd rather be on a plane with snakes.
I have had it with these
than donuts in the rain.
Donuts on this you-know-what rain. Armani faked like he was trying to steal home, and if he had done that, I'd have been floored.
Was that an Office thing?
No, that was a line from Snakes from a plane. Snakes on a Plane.
I've never seen it. I've only seen Donuts in the Rain.
Sometimes I can't stand you.
That's okay, you can sit me.
It's a 3-1 count, and Donnie really wanting that one. Hector Gonzalez not giving it to him, and Donnie's frustrated, and I think he should have been on that one. That one looked like it touched the corners. Hector, though, again, a well-respected umpire, and it's a ball four sprint. It's going to walk into.
Gideon Antle gets a pair of RBI of his own. It doubles the Coconuts' lead here in the third, making a 4-run frame, already a 7-run day for the Loco Beach Coconuts. The league leaders in RBI, runs, hits, and total bases just continue to add to the tally. This one comes on a ball four sprint worked by Gideon Antle. That brings up Dalton Mauldin. In a third inning, the Coconuts have already torn wide open here amidst a monsoon.
And like AJ said, as that one is sent into the stands, nobody catches it. As AJ said already, you only have to play an hour for the game to be made official or 5 innings.
I thought you were going to say Donuts in the Rain, Snakes on a Plane.
No, there's no shot I'm giving that one any more love. But you can see the frustration on Donnie, and I think it's more than just the strike zone. This is not fun to pitch in for anybody, if you're a veteran or not. This is just not great. But we are trying to give our fans the best show that we possibly can. And our great team here at Fans First Entertainment has done that here in Scranton as a backwards K goes against Dalton Mauldin. It's another one for Donnie, second straight against the songbird of our generation, but not before 4 runs come across for the Loco Beach Coconuts. They've scored 7 tonight, and the Firefighters need everything to go their way here in the bottom half of the third.
On the topic of all the officials, I want to make it clear their job is very hard in the rain as well. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to Hector Gonzalez, the crew chief Jake Moore, Kelly Dine, James Morgan, not to be mistaken with the FIU legend. And we are now entering yet another rain delay. As I mentioned, the impact that it has on this umpiring crew, it is now officially going to have a further impact on this game. You look up at the lights, the rain has picked up and it is coming down hard. So with Loco Beach on top 1-0 in the point column, 4-0 here in the third inning, we enter a delay in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
And again, it's important to point out that we have not gone either 5 innings or an hour, so this game is not official. We are trying, at some point tonight, you hope to pick this back up, as the rain has just really intensified. The wind has been really tough to deal with as well. And you can see it, I think, for Jared Donaldson there. You couldn't grip the ball. It's so tough to do that for everybody in the field. It's tough, and it's tough for both sides. It's not just the Firefighters. Coconuts have taken advantage of it, but the Firefighters have had their opportunities as well. But it's tough for everyone. Like you said, the umpires are doing everything they can to judge this one right down the middle. Again, the rain delay is made by a call for the rain delay is made by a team of people here with Fans First Entertainment, the grounds crew, our umpires, the coaches, athletic trainers are a part of that decision, and ultimately they've decided a rain delay is the best here. So again, with an hour and 18 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock, the Coconuts lead this game 1-0. They've just put 4 points up in the top of the third. You saw midway through that third inning, Val Perez run over to Mark Crocco, had a conversation. I bet you anything it was about, hey, maybe this is the right thing to do.
I've got my eyes on that third base side, because right now that's the brain trust. It's the umpires, it's the managers, and it's the show callers talking about the future of this contest. We'll keep you updated as far as we learn things and keep you entertained to the best of our abilities, because rain delays here in Banana Ball are different than anywhere else. We're going to have a lot of fun, and I can promise you that, and Zach loves something going on.
I would love to get a camera shot of this, because Val Perez is really animated in this conversation. And I don't know what about. Would love to know exactly what her and Coach Crocco are talking about, as now that conversation of the brain trust does break apart. She goes back to her old show caller, Joel Zimmerman, has a conversation. She does not look thrilled. I don't think Coach Crocco is either. And boy, it takes a lot to make him not happy about anything. If you have been around Mark Crocco, that dude is, you think AJ's positive. Have a conversation with Mark Crocco. Every time I talk to that guy, He tells us how great of a job he does, and that's so awesome to hear. It's relieving to hear. But that guy, if you get him animated, you're the problem at this point. We're looking at the radar right now, and it does appear like the rain should be subsiding at this point, but I guess radars play tricks on me. I don't know. The rain has really picked up, as you can see here. So we are going to have the world's best rain delay here. We're doing the YMCA. The calendar crew is doing their thing. Hector Gonzalez is having a conversation, I believe, with Caden Green down here on the first base side. All the Loco Beach Coconuts are having fun. Ben Parker is lifting weights, because why wouldn't he be? Of course, he's the largest man in the world. That's what she said. No time for that anymore. AJ, we're in a rain delay. By the way, if we can cut up here to up to the booth, our friend Yoshi. AJ, stand up with that guy. He's in a poncho. We don't want to hurt young Yoshi. I don't know where my hat went. There it is. I found my hat. It is all but over here. It's the saga of the lost hat.
Yeah, be careful saying it's all but over. This game is just delayed.
I said the saga of my hat. The game itself is still very much going on, as I am wrapped up in cords and all things. We welcome you back up here inside the Dispatch Center. We're dry. It's AJ Switek. I'm Zach Staten. Maddie Warren is somewhere down in the field. I can only hope
Thank goodness
not
I wore this beach towel shirt.
Yes. Maddie Warren is not in a torrential downpour. She has given me a thumbs up, which means something very fun is about to happen on the sideline. So we're going to try to get you through this rain delay as entertained as humanly possible. Again, a bunch of games going on right now. Might take a live look in at Neyland Stadium. We got another game in Tacoma, Washington happening here at 10 p.m. Eastern time. But AJ, you wonder how this resets things for both teams, especially for the Firefighters after another slow start.
I mean, right off the bat, Loco Beach clearly rode the momentum wave into tonight's game. I mean, there's no denying it. I look at the bottom of our screen right now. 4 hits to the Firefighters, 1. They've been working ball 4 sprints and already have 7 runs in this game. 3 came back in the first, 4 in the third inning. So barring a phenomenal third inning, you really already view this as a 2-point advantage for the Coconuts, who now get to go take the field and add to their trick play total as well. This is giving me shades of the 2016 World Series. The Chicago Cubs, the Cleveland, at the time, Indians playing head-to-head, everything going Cleveland's way, but there's a rain delay, and both teams take the dugouts, and the Cubs come out in Game 7 and get things done. This is a chance for a mental reset for Val Perez's group. Now that she's done talking to the officials down on the field, I think she's got to get to the dugout and get everyone in the right mindset, because there is a lot of banana ball to be played. We're not even a third of the way through this contest yet if it goes the full 9.
Yoshi's in a poncho.
Yes, he is.
I hope Chief is in a poncho or a raincoat somewhere down there. I believe Maddie Warren he's about ready for some fun stuff here down there, but we'll keep it aside. Yoshi, I want to throw it at this point, given what has happened to the Firefighters, but I will not throw Yoshi just yet. Again, tonight, we've already seen it starting in Knoxville, Tennessee, Neyland Stadium. It's the Texas Tailgaters and the Savannah Bananas. We have in Tacoma, Washington here at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That would be 7 o'clock out in the Pacific. We have the Party Animals and the Indianapolis Clowns that finished in a 3-2 win for the Animals last night. We haven't seen the Banana Ball Championship League standings tonight, but that means with the win from the Party Animals and the loss by the Firefighters that they flip positions, and so now the Party Animals are in the 4 seed. The Firefighters now on the outside looking in on the Banana Ball Championship League playoff standings. Again, far early here in this one. There's no need to panic in the world of the Firefighters, but given the slow start tonight, they have not had their best stuff here in the month of May. You do want to see some urgency and some sort of flipping the script here in a little bit. And for the Loco Beach Coconuts, right now they're playing in the top third, the top half of the best here in the Banana Ball Championship League, right up there with the Savannah Bananas and the Texas Tailgaters.
Yeah, the Loco Beach Coconuts have relied on good vibes and positive energy to carry this momentum wave all the way across the country. I mean, I'm looking at Zach Staten with a smile on my face because I know regardless of what happens in this game, regardless of if we get out of this rain delay, if we don't, if Loco Beach wins, if they lose, all that I know is that when you have positive karma and a good attitude on your side, most things are going to go your way.
As we now, all of a sudden, have a fashion show being broken out here because guess what? Player jerseys are up for sale. And to do that, Maddie Warren in the rain, let's do this!
All right, 2017 had Tom Holland's umbrella. We have the Firefighters modeling some jerseys in the rain here in Scranton, Pennsylvania, so I'm gonna let him take it away. We got these jerseys on sale, starting with Caden Peanut Green. He's gonna strut it out. Look at the back of that jersey. Oh my gosh. This is the guy that's gonna show face every single time. He's gonna mog and out-mog everybody. Look at that pose. I mean, come on. Caden Peanut Green, everybody, that jersey is available. Bradford Webb right over here. He's gonna model it out. He's gonna strut it out. He's got the bunker gear to complement all of it. I promise if you get this jersey, you will look as good as Bradford Webb does. Strutting it out, posing it out.
Does it come with a toothpick, Maddie?
It does not come with a toothpick, but you can sub that in yourself. Now, BK, let's see it. Strut it out. You want to talk about a guy that can strut, surf face. Brian Trepanier right here.
Maddie, you're making me feel really old. You're using a lot of language I don't understand. What is serving face? What is mogging? Is the rain getting to you?
You want to know what serving face and mogging is? Look at these 3 right here. That's serving face. That's mogging right there. You can get your player jerseys on sale right now. This is 3 of many, but these are the best 3 models that we had down here. Guys, it's a fashion show in the rain.
It is a fashion show in the rain. Caden Green just blew me a kiss. Brian Trepanier just blew me a kiss. I all of a sudden feel a little lightheaded. I'm getting flushed. Goosebumps are popping up and down as you take a look at a very wet home camera angle. That is what it looks like right here in Scranton, Pennsylvania, here on Montage Mountain. We have a 1-0 lead for the Loco Beach Coconuts. 4 runs on the board in the top half of the third, and I wonder if Val Perez was none too thrilled by that. Oh my Lord! You can't be serious. You can't be serious. Mohawk Mike, I need to make a production call. We have a situation that's developed here in the broadcast booth. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time this has ever happened. Does he need a chair? Does he need a chair? We're going to do this. Look who's here! It's Chief!
Oh my gosh,
Chief,
hold on.
Right here, bud. Oh my goodness, do you see this? Chief, oh my goodness. Yes, boy. Look at him, folks! For the first time ever, Chief is here. Hold on, we have a spare headset. Can we put a spare headset on him?
Oh my goodness.
The man handling him is the absolute man, is JT Lawson. Oh, he doesn't like it. He does not like it. Good boy, Chief. Do you have anything to say to these beautiful people who are watching through the rain?
Buff, buff, buff.
Good. Good boy.
This might be my new favorite moment in the booth.
This is the best moment of my life outside of my marriage, and even that might be getting a little bit of a test here. Chief, by the way, has an absolutely adorable rain jacket on, folks.
Oh, it has rubber ducks on it.
Yes, it has rubber ducks. This young man has not lost any sort of luster here
from having the rain delay us. This guy right here, if you need to pick me up, this is the guy. JT is feeding him treats. This might be the best day of Chiefs life, all things considered, because he gets to come up. Look at this. Look how locked in he is. Folks, I would pay to be this locked in anything in my life. Chief, this is unbelievable. So in the pregame show, I talked about it in the comment section. Someone asked, what's the best moment I've had with Chief? Every pregame, JT, myself, and Chief get to go in the stands and do something called Treats for Chief, where we find a bunch of kids, we find maybe a parent or two, and they have to say Treats for Chief 5 times fast. Now, you might be saying to yourself, that's easy. You just talk. You just say words. Well, you try it at home. Here, I'll try it for you here. Treats for Chief, Treats for Chief, Treats for Chief, Treats for Chief, Treats for Chief. See, I've lost feeling in my cheeks trying to do that. That's how hard it is. But you know what? Chief always gets the last laugh because he always gets a bunch of treats, because every now and then he gets a couple of good people who have his plushie, which, by the way, you can buy at every firefighter game that you see. If you have a plushie, ooh, JT, good plug right here. This thing right here is the golden ticket. You show that to Chief, you automatically get to give this good boy a treat. Now, you have a lot of tricks up your sleeve. I know that. Can you speak on command? I don't think so. I don't think JT really wants to go down that. That's a what is it, a rabbit hole?
Oh, I guess.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
You want to talk about not being able to lock in? That's me anytime there's a dog in the room.
Correct.
My brain is just immediately going, oh, cute black and white fluffy thing, I want to touch
Particularly with the first ever Dalmatian bat dog here. Now, I want to put the headset back on him because this is a guy with a lot of questions for him. So, Chief, I have to ask you, first of all, what is your favorite snack?
Good.
Good. Yes.
Me too.
Rawhides. Maybe a steak.
Oh,
yeah.
I love deer antlers too, Chief.
Deer antlers. Ooh, pig's ears. Big one, I'm sure. What is your favorite firefighter moment? Yes, that's right. Yep. When we rode in on a fire truck together in New York and at Yankee Stadium, we did our thing. That was a lot of fun. Chief, where has been your favorite city to go to? Oh, that's right. Not just any city, but in Pennsylvania.
Oh, you must not
Scranton, Pennsylvania. That's
I don't think
great.
you speak Dalmatian as well as me.
He is.
I heard his favorite city's Loco Beach. JT, do you want to talk about training Chief on the broadcast right now?
Yeah, we can do that.
Like, why not?
Come on in. Chief has licked the living daylights out of this headset, but JT, you go ahead and come on in.
I'm used to dealing with Chief slobber all the time.
Oh, hello. There you go.
Oh.
This is JT, by the way. He is the handler, the manager, and the dog dad for young Chief. How long have you had this beautiful beast?
About a year and a half now.
Wow.
When you first got him, could you have ever imagined that this would be your lives?
No, never. And a funny story that you'll love is when I first got him, you know what the first thing he did when he got in my house was?
Pee?
He walked right into my bedroom, lifted his leg, peed on my bed.
Okay.
That's
the
a good
first
boy.
thing he ever
That's
did.
a good boy.
Starting out well.
Like, when I look for a partner, I say, all right, did you come in and pee on my bed? If not, it's probably not going to work out.
Any kind of partner?
A partner in life, a partner in crime, a dog. If you're not peeing on the bed, you probably don't love me the way Chief loves JT.
Correct. So how long does it take him? So we've seen him get up on your back and stand there. You've trained him on command to go to his place. We've seen him jump on fire hydrants. Obviously, when fans are interacting with him, he's very calm. How long does it train Chief to be the way that he is, to do the things that he can do?
Well, the thing about Chief is what's cool about a Dalmatian is that they have high endurance, and once they're trained, it's awesome.
Yep.
But getting there takes a little longer than it does with not normal, other breeds.
Hey, cover your ears.
Yeah, other breeds. But he's doing great. Like, there's some stuff like we can't do any catching thing, Chief. Can't do any catching tricks. But there's things that he does great. Like he blocks out the noise really well.
Yeah.
Which comes in handy at like
that was
Yankee
the first
Stadium.
thing I noticed.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
He doesn't seem to get overstimulated a ton, and that is crazy
No.
considering
Even with
the line that he has at post-party plaza is absurd.
It's so funny. But as long as these are there, as long as he has treats,
good,
he'll do whatever.
By the
He
way,
just loves it.
so I've sat down to him next to him a couple different times in the dugout. If you sit down next to Chief, he will literally stand on your lap and never leave your side. This guy loves himself some cuddles. How does he do with other dogs? He actually has some dog siblings, doesn't he?
Yeah, we have. I have 3 other dogs. He does great. Not bad. Likes them all. He plays. I'll say one thing you love is he's kind of like the team emotional support dog.
Yep.
Where there's been multiple times where players strike out, and then they take their helmet off and they go to the dugout and they're mad at it. They set the helmet down.
They see this face.
Yeah, I specifically remember this last year. Norfolk, Noah Bridges. I see him go down there, and I don't look, but then I go down there about 2 minutes later, and you just sitting right next to Chief, just petting him. Yep. Chief is already in his lap, like you said. If you sit down next to Chief, he's climbing in your lap.
He really
That's where he wants to be.
He loves getting close to people as much as humanly possible. And by the way, he's about to have a human sibling here not too long in the future.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got me and my wife. My wife does merchandise at these games, so if you see her yell, Chief's mom, Chief's mom, she loves it.
Also say Amelia, by the way. That is her actual name.
Yeah, that's fair.
But
and
Chief's mom, I prefer that.
But she's 21 weeks pregnant right now, so we got a baby girl on the way.
By the way, Amelia's still on the road, 21 weeks pregnant, helping us with merchandise. That shows you the commitment to Fans First Entertainment. So how do you think Chief's going to deal with the human sibling? He's going to have to give away some attention.
Yeah, I actually think he's going to do great. I mean, he's so tolerant. He's going to do great with the baby. He's going to love her.
Oh my gosh.
He will love her.
How could he not?
My dog cannot do this. I love my dog, by the way. 7 years old, golden retriever, Daisy. She's unbelievable. She does not react like this if I try to put her in a chair. She needs a couch. This is just how well trained that Chief is. JT, for you, I know a lot of people focus on Chief, and rightfully so, big guy. Yes, yeah, you can smell that. But for you, how much fun has this been to see the kind of star he has become and know that you're a part of that?
It's been awesome. It's genuinely mind-blowing every time I see his line.
Yes.
It's absolutely nuts. Or in Savannah, we had a whole family of 6 people dress up as full Dalmatians.
Yes.
And it blows my mind that people love him that much. He's awesome. But to have your whole family dress up as Dalmatians is awesome. Just beyond belief. I never would have guessed that would happen.
Zach, JT, if I may, I think that I just got news in my headset. I'm going to spoil the reality of TV for everyone at home. There is no way to explain this other than that Chief is the world's luckiest bat dog, the world's first Dalmatian bat dog, and since coming to the booth, we are resuming play in under 2 minutes down on the field. Chief, you're more than welcome to stay up here as long as you want.
He also has a day job as a bat dog, so he just broke out of his raincoat, I promise you. He might have just known it. JT, what a pleasure. Thank you for sneaking up here, man.
Seriously.
Chief, can you shake hands?
I actually don't teach him shake. I've never taught him shake.
That's one of the few tricks. I know my parents and my sister have dogs. They have taught their dogs how to shake. You just do this, and apparently it happens.
The reason I don't do it is because little kids come up to him all the time, and I don't want him doing this to get attention. So
see, this guy gets it.
Cutting people.
Big brained over here. Chief, you are wonderful. Thank you for coming up here. This is the best booth segment in the history of man. JT, you're the man. I'll take that headset from it. You're the boss. Love you, man. JT, Chief, those guys are awesome. And just like that, we're back.
Wow.
We just went, I think, 10 minutes with Chief. Greatest in-booth segment in history. But now here's a problem. I can't get untwisted from that spare headset. There we go. Now we're good. So, the rain has died down a little bit. It's not nearly as heavy as it just was. However, it is still raining. So I don't think we're out of the woods just yet. Clearly, we're not out of the rain yet. As I go back to sit back down in my chair, hoping that Chief did not pee, and he didn't. What a revelation, by the way. The first day that JT had Chief peed on his bed.
Like
Is
I
that
said,
not incredible?
That's what all good things do.
All good things? Ball four sprint earned by Armando Becerra in his first at-bat of the weekend, and he raced around first like he wanted second, but clearly thought better. You can see over at first base there's some what looks like dry compound that they're putting down to try and make it a little bit easier for runners who are trying to round first, because that dirt gets so wet and it can get real slippy.
Zach, I'm sorry. You talk about an entertaining rain delay. I have been through countless rain delays in my life around baseball. This is my first in banana ball. If Chief could have been a part of every one of them, I think I would have had a lot more to smile about. I
wish Chief
gleaming.
could read the comment section. I really do, because they are absolutely fawning right now as Tyner Hughes just stared at ball 2. I mean, that guy's incredible. Unfortunately, today was the first time I have seen a firefighter pre-show. We didn't get to play fetch and rescue with Chief, only because he really is not supposed to get into the rain and get all wet. Tiny lifts the arms up and takes strike one.
There's not much that impresses me as much as Chief and his talents.
Yes.
Will Etheridge going back to the mound after a rain delay is very close.
Yep.
That is such a tall task for any pitcher, and the fact that he's now settling in, getting swing and miss, finding the strike zone, that's that professional baseball playing experience on full display.
Tyner, bouncer over to Dane. Might not be in time for the double play. That one almost pulled J.D. Urso off the bag. Mondo trying to say that it did. Arguing with Kelly Dine. He wants a challenge. I don't know that it's right to do.
doing it.
Val Perez is going to challenge it. So I said it might not be in time for the double play. It wasn't. J.D. Urso, for now, has the out at second base. Mondo was pretty clear right off the rip. He thought he was off the bag. I don't know there. I mean, you clearly see the foot moving. Where does the foot come off the bag? Because I don't know. Armando's going to make the argument that the foot was never on the bag. I can't see it there. If it's officially on there, it sure looks like it is. Glove in, foot comes away.
Zach, this is my standpoint on it. If you're going to call
This will be the angle right
other
here.
one out, this is so similar that, but the ball's out of the glove. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, yeah, if he doesn't have control of the banana ball, he's safe.
Yep, the ball is out and the foot's off the bag. I think this call is going to stand. It might even be confirmed. Umpires are already out. Kaz Egan is trying to leave a safe call, and it is safe.
Has been overturned.
Wow, I said he was stand, by the way. I thought Kelly called him safe. I am plussed out of my mind right now. So, Tiny, technically, I believe, has just hit. Go that fielder's choice, or does it go as a single? Because technically, he never was out.
It's an error from Dan Toffland.
That is a tough one to call an error, not because it wasn't an error, but because, man, that's a tough throw to make when you're trying to speed it over there. But the first two batters of the frame have gotten on for the Firefighters with nobody away. And the guy with the best batting average in the sport, Caden Green, is up to bat, and he's been plunked. Ouch! He's been hit by a pitch. Oh, goodness. A chili pot has been run out to him, but Peanut is halfway down the line. He's not happy about that either.
Yeah, I mean, that can't feel good. It's very cold outside, wearing that one on the number.
Talked to Eric Jones Jr. about this in spring training in Savannah. Shockingly enough, it does get cold in Savannah. He said he got hit by a pitch during spring training, and he reacted in a way I'm not used to seeing EJ react. And I went to him, I was like, so what happened, man? Like, I know it hurts, but he was like, it hurt worse than I thought, because it's cold, man. You take 90 mile an hour to the shoulder. And I said, that'll be all for this conversation. So Peanut has reached via a ball four sprint and then a hit by pitch. Dalton Cornett, Chopper, Jordan Brewer got through. That'll score 2. That one into the dirt. JB stops it. No, only score 1. Tyner Hughes put on the brakes. I thought for a second it was slow rolling enough where Tiny could get home, but instead it scores 1. That's 1 back for the Firefighters, but nobody away. And the guy with home run hitting power that could end this frame is up to the dish in EJ.
It's the right decision from Val Perez, because with an arm like Gideon Antle out in right field, there is no reason to make an out on the bases. You want to make Will Etheridge earn each of these outs with the bases loaded. I like putting on the stop sign there, especially with Gideon in right.
16 RBIs. EJ fights that one off and foul. This guy in the month of April was as hot as a firecracker. Tonight, 0 for 1. Grounded out to Dane Tofflin in his first plate appearance. But the bases loaded, nobody away. EJ needs a powerful shot. That is a bouncer over to Sal Jacobo. Bounce pass. Oh, it got by him! It's a trick play miss. Caden Green is in to score, and the Firefighters are 1 away from tying this inning up, and nobody is away.
Remember what I told you, Zach, at the very start of the rain delay. It can change a game lickety-split. Saw it in the World Series in 2016. Now you're seeing it immediately here. The Firefighters get the advantage of coming out on offense, and with the wet conditions, this Coconuts defense is now piled up mistakes behind Will Etheridge, and they're starting to add up.
And that goes down as a trick play missed as Logan Lacey fouls that one down the right field line. So Peanut is home to score. Tyner home to score. Mondo home to score. And how big was that overturn, by the way? Huge. Because now the Firefighters, runners on the corners, and still nobody out. One well inside. Logan Lacey dipping down, takes ball 1. Guy at third is Dalton Cornett, just 90 feet away from a whole new inning. Chopper over to our head coach. Oh, Val Perez snagged it with the bare hand. That's why they renamed the defensive award with the Corpus Christi softball program after the fire chief. But it is a 1-2 count. They just got to get DC3 home from third to make this an even inning. Right back up the middle. Urso applies the tag. It's a double play, but it does knot the inning up as Dalton Cornett comes home. That's a heady play from Urso. Make sure you lay the tag down, get the double play at first, so the bases are clear, but the inning is now officially tied.
Yeah, I mean, if you said coming into this half inning that the Firefighters would score 4 runs, I think they'd sign up for it 10 out of 10 times. All of a sudden, the third's knotted up, and Lamar Sparks can tie this ball game with a single swing.
Yes,
Talk about a momentum shift.
Yes, he sure can. This dude, 5 home runs on the year. It's the most ever in Firefighter history. That one bounced well back from the backstop. Otherwise, Lamar could have taken off for first, but he absolutely wants to swing the bat. You talk about anybody who's got just natural hitting power. Go watch his tryouts for Banana Ball. I mean, he swung the bat easy, calm, cool, and collected. And you see that with the way that he swings for power with the Fire and Flames. Etheridge, it's a 3-0 count. Again, ball 4 sprint in these conditions can get awfully treacherous. Mason Maxwell in the on-deck circles. Got a single down the left field line, and that is a strike. Lamar was out of the box going to first. Safe harbor rule. Won't count as a strike against him for stepping out of the box. Lamar right down the left field line. Should be extra bases as TA gets over to the corner. That'll be an easy stand-up double. Oh my goodness, he thought for a triple for a moment and then halts it at second base. It's a stand-up double for Lamar Sparks. Might have just been the spark that we needed, and Chief from the booth to the bat. What a night it's been for the first ever Dalmatian Bat Dog. Don't quit on it. The Firefighters didn't quit on the inning, and you see the results.
What a good boy.
Man alive. I can't believe he got down there that quick.
What can't he do? Don't answer it, because the answer is nothing.
Mason Maxwell can represent the inning-winning RBI here. And a late call there as South Trimble, our designated runner, comes on in and takes the place of Lamar Sparks. You wonder if there are going to be defensive changes for the Firefighters in the top half of the next inning. That's a bouncer right through on Jordan Brewer. Here comes smoke. Gideon Antle's got a hose. It won't matter. Sliding in is South Trimble, and somehow the Firefighters have gritted out a point in the bottom of the third. Man, that is a massive way to start back after the rain delay. And it's as tough of an inning as you could ask for Will Etheridge. We slapped a slipper of Javon Ray's hands, and the Firefighters get the job done. But you can see now, the weather is really playing an impact on this field. A couple balls that you think Jordan Brewer would easily get just sneak right by him. He's such a sure-handed fielder, but the Firefighters will take it, and we'll take it down to the field with Jolie Chavala with Bananas Foster.
Bananas Foster, Jolie Chavala.
Across the United States, there are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating the Pandice family. Caitlin and Mike have been licensed foster parents for the last 8 years. Caitlin is a social worker, and she inspired her parents to be licensed foster parents as well. In total, they have welcomed 27 children and teens into their home. Fans, please welcome to the field the Pandice family for making a difference right here in your community.
AJ, even in the middle of the pouring rain and cold temperatures, this will warm your heart in ways you still can't describe. Bananas Foster, text Punch to 50155 to help out these superstar families throughout our community. Bananas Foster doing such an amazing job as we do again here tonight. And again, tough conditions for everybody, for the umpires, for the players, for the coaches, for the fans. And yet there's so much here to celebrate. This is what Banana Ball in life is truly all about. AJ talks about it. Spread love, spread joy, spread smiles. Did I say that right?
Yeah, I mean,
okay, good.
It's all about the message. You also can text Bunch to 50155 to support Bananas Foster. Amidst the rain, it really does warm things up. Speaking of getting hot, that's a new man on the mound. It looks like it's BK taking over here for the Firefighters. Zach, we can talk about the stat line. It's going to come up on the screen. I'm interested, and I'm going to let you take it here. Why is he called BK?
BK is called that because his father is a regional district manager of about 6 BKs, Burger Kings, near his hometown of Columbus.
My favorite.
By the way, he was never called BK before he got to Banana Ball. At his tryout, the head coach of the Savannah Bananas, Tyler Gillum, I didn't forget his name, I just misspoke there, Tyler Gillum, started calling him BK. And so it stuck. So Brian Trepanier is called BK, and that dude's on a surfboard.
That's not any surfboard, that's a bowler board. The guy who helped write the Book of Mormon in Vietnamese. Full-time medical sales device, part-time bowler boarder. Celebrated his birthday already this weekend in Scranton, Pennsylvania, now with his dad in attendance. Just to pick up a knock here on the bowler board with that signature sky yellow bat. Caden Bowler, left field, diving effort, what a catch! Oh my goodness!
The Magic Man just made magic! How? And you see the defense playing up because if Caden Bowler got that one any farther than that, it'd take an absolute torque of a swing. But that's why you put South Trimble in the game, for reasons like that. That is an insane catch, and it is not the first diving catch we've seen from him this year. But boy, that is a massive play, because if Caden Bowler sneaks that one down underneath the dive, that one's rolling to the wall, and at that point, Caden might abandon the board and just start running. Man, what a huge one. I'll let you make your jokes on that one at your expense at home. It's a 1-1 count to old, what'd you call him, dual threat Brett? Last year, Brett Loftus called him B everywhere, Brett.
Dual threat. He's the lone two-way player here at the beach. Comfortable on the hill, comfortable in the lefty's box. He's worked himself a 3-1 count. Top of the order with Ben Parker is in the on-deck circle, so if Carson can get the line moving, could get the momentum back on Loco Beach's side.
Big strike call there as BC was trying to get down the line. Full count. Big backwards K for BK. Show me them hips, big man. Brian Trepanier, one of the best hearts in the sport. One of the best stories of the Firefighters, and he sneaks one in on the back door. BK, big time. He and I were talking about it this week at Grayson Stadium. It had been a while since he had gotten himself a strikeout. Well, he just got one there finally. He said it had been since Scottsdale. It had actually been since Greenville. But that kind of shows you who the guy is. And already we are back to the top of the order for the 3rd time in 4 innings for these Loco Beach Nuts. And that is the first strike that has been delivered tonight to one Ben Parker. From California, boy, that is a good-looking pitch. Hector Gonzalez, again, we've talked about him already, so admired by these players. A lot of the guys really respect him for his forwardness. As Ben Parker has fought one into right field, but Darian McDowell is there for the out. And for the first time in what feels like forever, the Firefighters go in order 1, 2, 3, and it's a big one as the Firefighters have a chance to take a lead in the bottom half of the 4th.
At BK, have it your way. Brian Trepanier makes it look easy with good defense behind him. Both corners of the outfield get involved, and now we're gonna head down to the field for my favorite part of every night. Let's get Hey Babyable.
I wish Chief was up here. Could you imagine Chief doing Hey Baby? Oh my goodness, I wish that young man was here.
He's 2 years old, by the way. I can call him a young man. Oh, the camera's still off balance. Now we're back. Ooh. Ah. You know what? You stuck around with us here through a rain delay. You deserve a little boothable hey, baby. So we'll be right here with you. I forgot the lyrics for a moment. Yeah, there we are. Yoshi's here. Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. I'm being pressed up against a wall. This is not fun. When I saw you walking down the street. Austin Krasminski has a ski mask on. AJ is taking off his jacket and dropping it like it's hot. Ooh! Ah! If you'll be my girl, I got things singing pipes. Hey, baby, AJ, you! Ah! What are you doing down there? Well, that was fun. AJ is still on the floor. Really want to say something right now. I'll keep it to myself. There's a Pikachu out there and a Charmander.
I think floor time is underrated.
Floor time can be very fun, especially when you're asleep. Boy, it's fun. Ooh, pitchers.
I want to be the very best.
Pokemon.
Oh my gosh.
Charmander. Peyton Shire down Yarmander. I tried.
Hey, that's a great ball. Zach Smith, the first man out of the bullpen for the Loco Beach Coconuts. Big time Pokemon fan. He plays Pokemon Go during the games. That's his commitment. Told me he's caught a shiny each of the last 3 days. He's looking for a dazzling outing here for the Coconuts. Doesn't have any room to work with after his guys were put down in order in the top of the inning. Smith comes out with no wiggle room, looking to keep the Firefighters at bay. Don't let the earned run average fool you. Zach Smith has been a strike thrower. There's just been a lot of barrels, but this is a guy with professional playing experience who you know is going to figure it out as the season rolls on. Also, such an important voice that many look to in this locker room. He's stepped into a leadership role, and now he's stepped in as Ash Ketchum on the hill.
Good, good. Two things I want to point out. Number one, good initials there for Zach Smith, ZS. Take those. Drew Ionesta, I love that. And the man from Keystone College. We were on the mic with JD Urso a little bit earlier, so failed to mention much about Dakota McFadden. But this guy, I've said this many times, especially at Fire Drill Live, when I've had him up there. When they make a Fans First Hall of Fame, there should absolutely be some sort of wing or award or section of that Hall of Fame named after Dakota McFadden. Was the first banana ball player signed to a deal when the sport was made official. One of the first ever Firefighters, one of the OGs from that 2024 team. And he's wearing his Keystone College jersey. Played college ball just about 30 minutes up the road here from Scranton as he looks at another one inside a 3-0 count. Last night, got himself a point on a tough hopper by Sal Jacobo at shortstop. You could argue if it was a hit or an error, but he just drew a ball four sprint. That's a tough throw from Ashby Vining. And again, just because we're back playing and the rain does look like finally it's either subsided or really substantially calmed down, it's still tough to make these plays, especially in the dirt. But DMAC has earned himself a ball four sprint for the first time tonight, and they've already used the designated runner. He's going to have to stay on the base paths.
You touched on it very briefly there, but Ashby Vining's taken over for Eric Osberg behind the plate, so they'll switch. Eric Osberg is now the extra hitter. Ashby Vining going to catch the rest of this game with Will Etheridge taking a seat after a 3-inning day.
It's a good point out there, AJ. Again, we talked about, would there be some defensive switch-ups for both these teams? We've now seen one with a new pitcher, and here's Darian McDowell, who struck out his first time, sends one over to Corey Pye at first, making an 0-2 count. Pye, by the way, not in his usual attire with a jersey and short shorts. He's got a sweatshirt and short shorts, as Darian McDowell has himself a base knock. DMAC will move from fire station to fire station. And very quietly since the banana ball opened, Darian McDowell is hitting like 360. He's been incredible, and something else incredible is about to occur because Johnny Hummel and Brian Trepanier are both in dresses. Oh, God, yes.
I'm a big fan of that duo on the right.
Wait till you see what's about to happen here.
BK and Bimo are really getting it.
Myself and Shay Tiley, our social media coordinator in the booth, just pumping our fists, because boy, I was caliente! Mucho calor, Armando! I'm on like day 86 of Duolingo. I'm learning words right back up the middle. Zach Smith just threw it to nobody, and Dakota McFadden can score with ease. It'll go down as an E1. Armando brings in another point, and for the first time this weekend, the Firefighters have themselves a lead. 2-1 here, as there are dogs out in full force. It's Blake Morgan, Christian Dearman, and I cannot see who the third dog is, but boy, they're having fun down there in full-on costumes. Chief is down there. We're having fun, except for on the beach.
Zach, it's a lot of fun, but I want to take a second to really analyze what we've... Never mind. Cool, we'll go down to the field. There's some auditions going on.
On the first base side, here's Cass.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chief the Bat Dog is looking to go on vacation, so we're going to hold some auditions for a new Bat Dog. They are going to go pick up a bat, and then you are going to determine who will be our next Bat Dog. Buddy, you're up first. Take it away.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, girl. You're crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, girl. Crying all the time.
Okay, not great, not great. Lucky, take it away. Okay, good job. Shake that tail, shake that tail. Now, Max, it all comes down to you. Let's see what you got, Max. Lucky, get out of the way. Lucky, go. Will it be Max? Oh! Max has some good tricks, okay? Bringing the bat home. And peeing on the fire hydrant. Great,
yep,
okay, great
wins.
Job.
That one wins.
Now, ladies
Pee
and
on the
gentlemen,
bed.
do you
It's
think
what
the
Chief
next bat
does.
dog
That one wins.
wins.
That one wins.
That one wins.
That one wins.
I love it. AJ, before the Chief things happen, and we have to interrupt you for Chief. We have to interrupt me for Chief. You were saying.
Oh, of course. I have no problem with that, by the way. I'm fine with being interrupted for Chief. Guys dressed in onesies, on the other hand, I'll let it slide. Let's talk about the errors and the playing conditions, because the wet banana ball has clearly had an impact on this game, and to this point it feels like Loco Beach has been beating themselves. I mean, both Firefighters' points came from innings where the Coconuts ended things on an error. It was Jordan Brewer at first, now most recently Zach Smith trying to have a heads-up play to get the lead runner at third. Zach, it is very clear that the rain is having an impact on this game.
And you want to, I commend Zach Smith. That is the right ball play, just in general, whether it was banana ball, baseball, or t-ball. It's the right play because it's a force out of third, but you got to be accurate with it. And again, some of these are unforced errors, like the one on Jordan Brewer. That's tough. But that one is harder to swallow. That one is not. Backwards K for BK. So fired up, he's not even going to shuffle the hips because that man is all plussed out of his mind.
That's a rarity. You almost never see Tanner Allen stare at strike three. Just a deceptive pitch that paints the outer black. And BK has come into this game and wheeled and dealed. It's 4 straight up, 4 straight down for him.
PA for life, by the way. You wanted some salsa to go with your salsa watching. You can't see it here in the booth. I actually have a bowl of salsa up here. No chips. This is salsa from last night.
He's just been drinking it through a twisty straw.
Yep, I forgot to refrigerate it last night, so it's a little warm.
Zach brought the salsa, I brought the twisty straw.
You also just tackled me into a... oh, ouch! I was about to say tackled me shoulder first into a window. Dane Toughlin just took a shoulder first hit by pitch, and now CPR.
Staying alive, staying alive. Stay alive, stay alive. Tell by the way I use my woman's band. Time to talk. Words it loud, women won't be kicking ground since I was born. It's alright, it's okay. You can look the other way. Let it go, let it go.
Somewhere in the good Commonwealth of Virginia, Stephen Rollins Staten is pumping his fist with the silent confidence that he's just seen one of his favorite Office bits replayed here in Banana Ball. That was stupendous. Now, why the Coconuts are doing CPR, not the Firefighters? You be the judge. Lifeguards, I know, have to have it. But Firefighters, come on, man.
Well, the Coconuts have to be prepared because this team has been hit by more pitches than anyone in the Banana Ball Championship League, and Dane Toughlin has been hit by more pitches than anyone on the Coconuts team.
It's a 1-0 count to a guy who is absolutely tattooed a Banana Ball tonight. Runner goes, throw down. Oh my goodness. Stilts couldn't have caught that.
That's a good chirp.
Armani on his way to third. He will get there in time. Logan Lacey saving it from going into the Coconuts dugout. But it is
everybody
Steelers.
hit a winner to the Sea Lion.
You got any more in you?
Oh man, you don't want to tempt me with a
I
good
know.
time.
If Joe Filomeno was here, I might have had just like duct tape my mouth shut for a minute.
Oh man, I mean, I've said it once, I'll say it again, it's not to be a broken record. These are sloppy playing conditions, and you're seeing it really in every half inning defensively. It's going to be whatever team makes less mistakes, that's the team that's going to win this game.
It's a tough one for Zachary Bridges. I make the joke that Stilts couldn't have caught it, but it's a tough throw to make. I mean, it was on line, just a little tall. Brewer skies it in the right field. Might this be deep enough to score Armani Henderson? Darian McDowell underneath. He is going to test it. McDowell, a heck of a cannon. It stopped him, but it got away. But BK right there to save the day. And boy, that is a massive backup there from Brian Trepanier, because Armani has speed to burn. And if nobody's back there, he's scoring with ease.
Where I'm from, we call that teach tape. That's what you're going to show pitchers to learn from, because that is exactly why you cover. The lazy play is just to sit on the mound and wait and assume your guys are going to be there to make the play. The smart play is what BK just did. That coverage saves a run.
Pass ball, stuck. Here comes Armani. It won't be in time. And so another one that gets by Zachary Bridges is going to cost the Firefighters a run as the Loco Beach Coconuts score again. And just like last night, the Coconuts have scored in all of the odd innings, the first, the third, and the fifth. The Firefighters have scored in the first, the fifth, and the fourth. So not exactly following the same trend for one team, but the other. The script written right as usual as Ashby Vining sends one to the heavens. Not a lot of trick plays tonight. Caden Green, Peanuts, and he just brings it in the old-fashioned way. And again, you can't blame him for it given the conditions. Probably really swirling up there with the winds, so he just brings it in, and the Firefighters limit the damage to 1.
It's a wise decision from Caden Peanut Green. With how sloppy the game has been, with how sopping wet that banana ball is, just secure it and send us to the fire line, baby.
And get moving with the fire line. Bailamos todo el mundo.
Man, those guys can bang the drums. Doesn't matter which kind. Snare, bass, whatever those 4 ones are, the quads. That's real good. Here's Andy Archer.
Right-handed pitcher, another former Savannah Banana taking the hill in this game. He's turned Loco Beach coconut, and there is no better brand for Andy Archer. He spends his off seasons living in Hawaii, surfs 6 days a week. He's been surfing more and more with the home plate. The man behind home plate, I should say, Ashby Vining, and he's just constantly catching a vibe on the mound. But here, there's a group ready to set fire to that vibe because the top of this Firefighters order is due up to face off against the Big Arch. It's Tyner Hughes, Caden Green, and Dalton Cornett ready to go toe-to-toe with Arch.
This is about as 4 corners of banana ball as you can get. We'll touch on it here in just a moment as some chin music goes up on Tyner Hughes. Right now, they are just about to finish up here. We're in the final innings in Knoxville. Tyner Hughes, that is a screamer right by Dane Tofflin. Tanner Allen will race down the left field line. Tyner wants 2. Tanner's got a heck of an arm, and he's safe. It'll be a sliding double. I do not see a challenge sign laid down. Tyner Hughes axes up, chop hard. That is a tough play for Dane Tofflin to make. It's why they call it the hot corner. And so the Firefighters have the inning tying run already in scoring position. Tailgaters and Bananas in the final inning in Knoxville at 10 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to go to Tacoma, Washington as well to see the Party Animals and the Clowns, and we got you covered for the next 44 minutes. We are just banana balled.
Did you see Danae inside that donut?
Danae?
Look at that.
Okay, good, Danae. Good.
Just always a constant vibe with her. I mean, that's Loco Beach.
She just saw herself on the video board, too, so she is absolutely feeling it. Caden did not like that, but a nice mover on the inside. Peanut has reached on a ball for a sprint and been hit by a pitch. And by the way, reason why he reacted that way on the hit by pitch earlier, he actually fractured that shoulder back at Auburn. And so anytime he gets hit by a pitch there, it's going to hurt and scare a lot of people. Tyner Hughes very quickly races over to give his guard over to Val Perez. Tyner not only aggressive with the bat in his hands, he's aggressive on the base paths. We just saw it. One goes through, and that's a big one. Tyner thought about stealing it. That's a great block from Ashby Vining.
And that's what we've grown used to seeing from the face of the franchise. Ashby Vining, the hair always shining, is always comfortable behind the plate.
Good. Like the rhyming. Whoa! Whoa! Haiku, big swing and miss. Arch, K's, Peanuts.
Not a high Q, it's some high cheese from the Big Arch. Get those hips a-twirling. Andy Archer still has it in his bag. We were joking before the game today. He said, man, I don't really have the strikeout stuff I used to. I've been feeling older. I said, Arch, you know you've still got it in you. Pump that fist, lose the hat, twirl the hips. It's a big-time punch-out for the fan favorite.
The guy up next had an RBI single in his last plate appearance. It's Dalton Cornett. Again, Captain Clutch here for the Firefighters has a chance to add to that walk-off total here in 2026 as he sends one screaming onto the roof. Don't say bring a glove. Nobody could have caught it. Other than the Redeemer. And 1-1, Tyner Hughes leaning. Oh, that's a big swing and miss there for DC3. A nice curveball there from Archer.
And Archer, by the way, leads both these teams in Bible study here on the road. He's another guy who a lot of people in clubhouses around the league admire and look up to because of all of his playing experience here in Banana Ball. There's not many guys with more starts and appearances under their belt on the hill than Archer.
That might score the inning tying run. Gideon Angel. Oh, he slipped! DC3 will put on the brakes. Tyner Hughes did not score. He stayed at third. Oh my goodness, that could be crucial here with runners on the corners. As we have Chief the Bat Dog? What kind of sick, twisted joke is this? Where is my Chief?
Aw. I don't really like that.
Whose perverse mind thought of that? EJ, deep to center field. Ben Parker scaling back makes the catch. Tyner Hughes coasting from third to home, and the inning is tied. Dalton Cornett will stay at first off the single. EJ has himself a sac fly.
It's a character plate appearance from Eric Jones Jr. and a team one at that. Not going to show up as a hit in the stat sheet, but it ties the inning in a big way. Just drove it to a deep enough part in the park that now even if Logan Lacey can't get something through here, the Coconuts can't take a point in the 5th.
Lacey to the heavens, not a cloud in sight. Fans racing back. Do they have a catch? Oh my goodness, they did on the concourse. Yuck!
He says, why bring a glove? He didn't need it. It's a barehanded grab in the rain to end the 5th inning. Rule number 11 comes into play in the biggest of ways. Amidst the rain, with hardly anyone in the grandstand. Oh man, there was never a bobble, never a second doubt. A wet banana ball, wet hands, it doesn't matter. What a catch by that man, and we're bringing him down on the field today, Benitez. Give him the donut crown.
And we go from that to the firefighter of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the family of our firefighter of the night, Robert James Walsh. Robert passed away peacefully at the age of 49 last April. A graduate of Sullivan County High School, Robert rose to be the rank of captain at the DeShore Fire Company, where he served for 34 years as an EMT and a state-certified fire instructor. He was a loving son, brother, uncle, friend, husband, father, and grandfather, and his greatest joy was spending time with his family. Fans, please join us in celebrating our firefighter of the night, Captain Robert Walsh.
A salute to the family of Captain Robert Walsh. 34 years active and dedicated in the DeShore Fire Company, was serving as the captain and EMT along as a state-certified fire instructor. His family getting hugs from every firefighter here tonight. A salute to Captain Walsh and to all of our great firefighters who have served our communities all across this great country. Serving is what Captain Walsh just did, as Ben Dumm is the new pitcher on the mound. But we got to go down to Matty Warren, because some dude just decided to ruin everything for the firefighters.
All right, guys, I know that it's not the firefighter catch of the night, but it is a catch for the Loco Beach Coconuts. Jamie right here. Now, Jamie, you just told me that you called this catch?
I did. I told him I'd catch a ball tonight.
All right, now how did you stay locked in during the rain delay to know that maybe something was coming your way?
Rain's no big deal.
Are you from the area? Is that why rain's no big deal?
We're local now. Been here like 3 years.
All right, well, awesome. I think you have a place at Loco Beach kind of forever. So, hey, nice catch. We're going to keep you on this side. We're not going to show you to the firefighters, okay? Okay.
Jamie, you are welcome at the beach whenever you like. I know you said you're a local of Scranton, Pennsylvania as of 3 years. Well, from this point moving forward, Loco Beach is your home. Welcome to the family.
Oh, Jamie, rain's no big deal. Yeah, we're locals here. Hey, man, you ruined everything! He's just called that guy from this point forward. Been dumb to Eric Osberg, who thought that one was well outside. Ben Dumb, by the way, you know, no small thing as Osberg goes down to a knee trying to swing at that one, strike two. No small thing. He's the pitcher of the year in Banana Ball. Just thought I'd mention that. And by the way, he's from Elliotsburg, Pennsylvania. No big deal. And he's got a K! Break out the sprinkler system. Big one for number 18 in Red and Fire. And Eric Osberg has to go back with a second straight strikeout, and that is just nasty stuff. That is why he's the pitcher of the year. Look at the tongue sticking out like MJ. Gideon Antle has gone down to a knee as well.
It's such a unique arm slot. It has these Loco Beach Coconuts swinging out of their shoes right now. He hides that banana ball until the last possible moment.
That is hit right to smoke, but he dropped it. Almost a great play again from South Tremble.
You reward him for making the effort, but Gideon Antle has himself a single. But boy, the last couple of times we've seen the Ant-Man go up against Ben Dum. Home run at FSU to tie the game, home run in Wichita to make it a 10-3 lead.
I mean, Gideon Antle loves facing Ben Dum. There's no hiding it because he is 3 for 4 now in his young banana ball career against him with 2 ninth-inning home runs and that line drive screaming single. There's not many people, if anyone in the league, that see the reigning pitcher of the year better than Dum. And here's Grady Morgan with a chance to do just that. He's pinch hitting for Dalton Malden in this spot.
Yep, so Dalton Malden, we'll see you later. Seen the last of him tonight. He had a heck of a guitar solo to start the game. I'm not sure if I could understand what he said, but he had a heck of a guitar solo. He's the songbird of our generation. Somewhere Sam Bauman has tears in his eyes. Check over to first, and again, every time we throw it to first, I'm just concerned is all. Morgan gets out of the way.
I can't say I blame you for that.
I'm like that gif of the soldier thinking back to something as that's another one for Ben Dum. Second strikeout of the inning, and the pitcher of the year looks like he's in pitcher of the year form back in his home state. And this is a really early appearance for him. Last year was basically the closer for the Firefighters. He's all the way in here in the 6th inning. Tyner Hughes, what you got, big man? Tip drill. Mason trying to go from behind the back. And again, we have not seen many trick plays tonight. Very few tip drills as well. Got to imagine it's tough with the wind swirling up there.
100%. Worth noting now for Ben Dum, no runs that potentially score this inning will be earned against his line because that's a trick play missed in the defense behind him. So he will post a 0 in the earned runs here, and it's really good to see him steadying the ship. Ben Dum is one of the great personalities in this sport. I always enjoy sitting down and talking ball with him because he's another one where I feel like every time I talk with him, I learn something new about the game.
Not just one of the great personalities, you just talked about it, steadying presence. Very rarely do you see him get frazzled or rocked. It's part of why he earned himself the pitcher of the year is Brett Carson swinging at the first 2 pitches and makes it a 0-2 count. I hope you've got multi-screen actions wherever you're viewing us from. Tailgaters and Bananas in a thrilling conclusion in the 9th inning right now as we speak. Ben Dum outside trying to get BC to chase. We're here in the 6th inning. Rain delay on a couple different occasions to start the game. We had a delayed start, then about a 30-minute wait in the middle of this one as Ben goes high. This one has had about every roller coaster turn you could imagine, and we have only played 6 innings. And again, I don't like to remind you too much of the clock because we usually go pretty quickly here. Break out the sword! Ben Dum, 3 strikeouts in the inning. They strand 2 on the base pads, and the Firefighters got a little momentum. The trick play missed will not hurt the reigning banana ball pitcher of the year.
Zach, trick plays are going to become premium as this game rolls forward. With the wind and the rain, it is harder and harder to find trick plays. This has been the lowest total for the Coconuts at this pace it would be all season long. With them now taking over in the field, trailing by 1, the equalizer point proving so pivotal last night, you have to imagine the message from Coach Crocco down on the field is if there's a trick play to be had, you gotta go for it. There's only 2 per team right now.
1 or 2 if you might start to see some trick pitches thrown, because we're getting to the late stages, and if you're the Firefighters, you want an extra point here coming soon. You'd like one in the 7th, 6th, maybe the 8th, because it's so tight right now. You do not want to play with danger. Now again, we've seen the Coconuts. I don't want to call these 2 teams sloppy right now because Lord knows it is a tough field to play on at this point. But we have seen some defensive miscues from both teams. A little bit more from the Coconuts since the rain delay, Firefighters before it.
Yeah, Zach, in my eyes, it's not sloppiness from the 2 teams. It's not sloppiness on the part of the grounds crew who's done an amazing job to get this game possible. It's just the reality of the situation is we've had 14 hours of rain in Scranton, Pennsylvania today. When playing a game on this field, you are destined to have some conditions that are going to test you. It's about who wants it more. Andy Archer is a guy who has certainly pitched in wet conditions before. Let's see how he can attack Lamar Sparks here. Oh no, that's not Lamar Sparks. That's right, Sal Trimble entered into left field.
Correct. Now because, again, designated fielder, if you enter him in, that batter is not burned. But Sal Trimble's not the designated fielder. Oh, Sal Jacobo trying for it, and it goes through the glove. And again, you gotta reward these guys or honor their commitment for trying to get these trick plays.
but it is so tough right now. Sal Jacobo is one of the better defensive infielders, one of the top half defensive infielders that we see in this sport. You do not see him make mistakes like that when it's in the glove.
No, again, a wet ball will do that, and now you really have to start towing the line of we need trick plays for both sides, but you have to pick and choose your spots very wisely.
So Smoke reaches on his first AB on a trick play missed, and that's no small thing. This is one of the better base runners in the sport. Yes, Armani Henderson leads the league in runs, 38 to be exact, coming into tonight. Sal Trimble's got 29, and I believe he has already scored one tonight, and he's off for second. And he got a great jump there. He is easily there, sliding into second. A runner in scoring position without an out recorded.
Never a chance to throw him out there. Ashby Vining, great pop time. The throw is on the money. It's just good versus better. I mean, Trimble runs the bases with the best of them.
Mason Maxwell. It's very rare. I haven't seen him, by the way, start with an 0-2 count. He's been so good in that, though. I would love to see the numbers on what his average is with an 0-2 count. He's been effective as that one pops into the dirt. South fakes it. Now the throw down. That's a really good throw from Ashby.
Mason Maxwell really reminds me of Ashby Vining in the sense that at the plate, both guys are up there swinging. If it's close to the zone, the bat's leaving the shoulder. They want to get on with the hit.
They're both cute, by the way, as well. Mason, that's a screamer into left field, really high up there. TA tracking it over. Boy, he had to run a mile to get that, but South is tagging. South is down. South is at third with just one away. That's a heck of a play from TA. You can see it from our vantage point in the press box. Really wiggled its way into the corner, so it's a heck of a play there. The TA throw not in time, and South is 90 feet from giving that the Firefighters that insurance point they desperately need. And the Keystone guy, Dakota McFadden, is at the plate.
Tanner Allen covers ground so well in left field. That ball tailed off at least 40 feet to the corner, but he stuck with it all the way through and made the play to help out his man on the mound. Now Andy Archer can't allow more contact like that. It would give the Firefighters a 3-1 lead.
You wonder how many times we've seen this matchup here in Banana Ball between D-Mac and Andy Archer. Archer right now got the best of him, an 0-2 count. D-Mac tonight has a ball four sprint and a K, opposite ends of the spectrum. And he gets another strikeout.
Andy Archer does it again. The battery mates banging the chests. Archer hitting the Reese Alexiadis on the mound. Just blew it right by him. Heater down the oven, cooked him like a pizza, and now he's an out away from getting out of this inning scoreless and remaining a 1-point Firefighter lead.
Darian McDowell had a rocket of a single in his last plate appearance. Deep to right field. Gideon Antle chasing back, way back, and it falls down, and that will score the inning-winning point. Big-time hit from Premium. Goes down as a walk-off winner, and the Firefighters lead at 3-1. Gideon Antle is okay, crashed into the wall, and we're celebrating with some push-ups.
The ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was the Billy O.T. The winds blew harder about it down below, my bully boys blow. Soon may the wellermen come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
So, back in Grand Rapids, Michigan last year, Christian Dearman hit that sea shanty as a run celly. Tonight, we plus it up with some push-ups. And Darren McDowell has plussed me everywhere with a hit like that. I thought he had just hit his second homer of the year. I wonder if that was. That was really high up there. Well, I'll take another look at the replay here in a little bit. Gideon Antle. You wonder, he's so good at that. Hold on, stop everything. Sheet race is happening. We must go now. Hi, Mikey Spandex down in front of us, and we're off. Red sheet, pink sheet, blue sheet, brown sheet did not even get out of the gate. What is happening? Why are they? Red sheet stopped. Oh my goodness, it is down to blue sheet and pink sheet on the weekend of the Indianapolis 500 and the Coca-Cola 600. Two of the best races in the history of auto sports. Look at red sheet having a comeback of a lifetime. Red sheet into the stretch. Red sheet, keep your eyes focused. Immortality is in reach. Pink sheet at the line. Who won? Who do we say won? CJ says it's pink sheet.
AJ, one of the closest sheet races I've ever seen. Maddie, how do you follow that up? Oh, she's got AJ. Oh my goodness, a Coconuts jersey and she's waving.
That's right. Right now, until midnight, player jerseys are available unlike you've ever seen them before.
Let's hit a double screen here. I need a double screen.
The floral jerseys that you see on our very own Maddie the Sideline Reporter Warren are available for a limited time. And when you don a Loco Beach Coconuts jersey, you walk into any room with a little bit more confidence, a little bit more moxie, and a little bit more swagger. And here's the best part of the whole ordeal. We've got stock of every player on the roster, every coach on the staff, even Peter Colada has himself a jersey. So if you want to put something on the morning that just makes you take a deep breath and say, wow, I feel good, I look good, and I'm ready to attack today with a smile, there's very little better than a Loco Beach Coconuts jersey. They're available right now. You can go back, scan that QR code.
Big trick play from Mason Maxwell, and that is a big one there because it's 3-2. 3-2 trick play lead for the Firefighters, and from Matty Warren to my guy at second base, Tyner Hughes. The big man is on the mic. What's up, my guy?
What up, fellas? How we doing?
How you feeling right now? You got a ball four sprint to single and double on your name.
Yeah. I feel good. I'm wet, and
Whoa!
Well, I didn't mean it like that. It's
All right,
just been
Zach,
raining.
come on,
all
you're
night.
supposed to be the oldest of us.
You know the show that took place here.
Oh, that's over my head?
Tanner Allen, yeah.
Oh, make a
lot
play.
over your head.
Ow!
Oh, Mondo! Muy caliente! Tyner, that was sick, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was crazy. I saw it coming, like you know, like I like with my eyes.
That is unbelievable. Now, a couple of nights ago, you, me, and Jared Donaldson all watched Banana Ball together. You talked for about 2 hours about ordering food. Did you ever order food?
You know, I saw you get Chipotle, and I was like, man, that looks good. And yeah, I hit up Uber Eats, got me a little Chipotle bowl.
Good.
And it was great. I'm glad I did it.
What did you get?
Yeah, money. What's your Chipotle order?
All right, we got white rice, no beans, double chicken, a little hot sauce, and then we get a little cheese on there, and that's it.
We rocking with that new honey Chipotle chicken or just the OG?
Listen, the best way to do it is go half and half. Because I think it's a little bit too strong.
Interesting.
So you gotta kind of mix it in a little bit.
Tyner, when is this darn backflip going to be broken out, man?
Yo, I just had a chance to do one.
Yes, you did.
I
Dane
popped
Tofflin.
it.
That's foul.
I just popped it. I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't flip. You know.
That would have been awfully tough in these wins. I can't imagine. How tough is it to try and make trick plays tonight, knowing what the weather conditions are?
The wind is crazy down here. It's blowing different direction every inning. So you just kind of gotta wait and see what happens, and then like adjust. I don't know. It's weird for sure.
Mason Maxwell's trick play, by the way, was the first for the Firefighters since the first inning.
Wow.
And it was the first in the game since the second inning with Dane Tofflin. Bandom! Oh, it's a foul ball.
Hey, Tyner, I've got a question for you. Player jerseys are for sale. Other than your own, who would you like people to go online and buy a jersey
I
of?
think I know the answer.
You know my buddy Jared Donaldson.
Knew it!
And he's over there on the sideline. I think he's looking at me right now, but
I'd be looking at him too.
You know, what a good guy. Why wouldn't you want his jersey? You know what I mean?
He is a warrior for what he put up with tonight.
Yeah.
That's a single for Dane Tofflin.
Personally, if I needed a jersey, I would buy Jared Donaldson's.
There you go. If we could customize it to say Donnie Day on the bottom, that would just plus it up. By the way, it's got to feel good to meet your long-lost twin here after all these years apart, right?
I know. You want to hear something insane?
Yes.
Okay, so I walk off the field a second ago, and the fans like,
Mason?
Pop it, Mason!
Tyner? Oh, go back to second, go back to second! It's a good try. Am I playing interference by saying that? I don't know if
I'm
that's...
gonna strike one out for you here. Dang it!
Hey, I love that from Ben Dum, though. That's got to be encouraging in the field when you have a pitcher who's able to just smile that off.
The good news of a trick play miss is we can go back to story time with Tiny.
Hey, fellas, everybody at home watching. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what? That's okay. Can you finish this story about you guys coming off the field with you and Donnie?
Yeah. All right, so this actually had nothing to do with Donnie. But how many outs we got? Hang on. All right.
You got 2.
All right, we got 2 outs. We're chilling. Yeah, so come off the field, and I got a fan yelling at me. Yo, 5-5. Yo, Tyner. Hey, I got a question. I'm like, all right, what's up, bro? And they said, are you Noah's brother? I said, no, but thank you, though. I appreciate that.
That's crazy.
So they thought you were hot, is what you're saying?
That's what I'm gathering.
Let me tell you, you are, number 1. Number 2, you look so much different. So at the beginning of the year, if you saw Tyner Hughes in our roster photos, he's got a mustache on. He shaved it off, and he told me the reason why is because if you're baby-faced, you can be the face of the league.
Yo, everybody that shaved their face blows up. And I'm not kidding. I shaved my mustache. A week later, I do double Dutch bus. 10 million views on TikTok, and now I have 50,000 followers. So
you're also hitting like above 350 after a night like tonight. So
yeah,
I say job well done on that one.
I don't feel like that's why.
Well, it helped, I'm sure.
Oh, I gotta make a play. Oh, that's a trick play. That's a trick play.
It might be a trick play. You know what, though? It's an out. You guys still have the trick play lead. Tyner Hughes, before I let you go, we're in the college town of DMAC. Can you give me your best Dakota McFadden impression?
Yeah, hold up. Here we go. Y'all ready for this?
Yes. Does D-Mac know you're on the mic right now?
He knew I was doing it. He knew I was making fun of him.
You're not making fun of him. You're paying homage.
I know. That guy gets me hyped every time.
Tyner Hughes, you get me hyped every time. Love
you,
big guy.
Hey, I'm fixing to hit. Can I just stay mic'd up?
Mohawk Mike, can he stay mic'd up while he's at the plate? He's going with it, Tiny. Let's go. Man, what a transition we're about to have. We're going to go from a fielder's mic'd up into a hitter mic'd up, AJ.
Yeah, I won't complain about that. Let's take a look at the guy on the mound. Southpaw, 1 of 1. Kyle Perry made arguably the play of the year in terms of, from a pitching perspective, certainly to this point. Last week in Savannah, with a ball that went over the hill, he made a shortstop-esque play over to first, and this guy works quicker than anyone on the Coconut staff. 3 minutes, 29 seconds. The earned run average sits at 386. This is a comfortable arm. Another former Savannah Banana who comes into the game and has to keep the Firefighters off the board to keep the Coconuts within arm's reach.
Yo, so hey, I lost y'all up there. My headpiece came out, but yo,
well, it should still be connected to you. Tyner Hughes says
those are wet.
He says his earpiece is out, so I think the mic'd up probably is done at this point. Tyner Hughes, you can't hear me right now, but I love you. Armando Becerra is up to the plate. If he can get his headphones back in, let's keep him mic'd up. As Mondo looks at strike 1. Again, Kyle Perry, veteran for this team. Mondo has made some absolutely spectacular plays tonight. The spectacular AJ Switek with me in the booth. Matty Warren, that is a backwards K for Kyle Perry.
Get a little groovy with it. Kyle Perry, 1 batter faced, 1 punch out. Let's take another look. Oh, man. Bring out the paintbrush. Just stroked it right in there. 1 of 1. 3 pitches, 1 down.
Tyner Hughes at the plate. He still has the mic on, but his earpiece is out. Broken bat special. Up to JD Urso. Tip drill. Oh, and the barehanded catch.
Bro, that's a wasted at bat, bro.
Trick play battle tied at trios. JD Urso with the tip. Sal Jacobo closes it out with the bare hand. He just shook that one off right away. Can't feel good, but it certainly feels better knowing there's a trick play attached to it because the battle's even.
And now it's to the Coconuts because Gideon Antle just had himself a tip drill to Ben Parker.
Missed it on the screen, but I can promise you it happened. I would never lie, ever. Gideon Antle, tip to Ben Parker, and the Coconuts are now leading the trick play category 4-3 with 1 inning remaining for trick plays, 2 remaining in the contest. That would be big in pulling this one a step closer. Loco Beach led 1-0 during the rain delay with a 4-run advantage in the 3rd, but since it's been nothing but the Firefighters.
So again, this is the same sort of situation as last night. The Firefighters going into the 8th inning must have a trick play. You must. It is inarguable. You have to have at least one, probably two trick plays to make yourself feel a little comfortable. The offense has been there for the Firefighters. The sloppiness has gone by the wayside that they started the game with, but you have to take advantage now, AJ, as we take a peek at this replay. Gideon Antle is a monster.
And good coverage from Ben Parker as well. Rehashing what you just said, though, I think this is a great opportunity for the Firefighters to show they've learned overnight. This is a growth opportunity immediately, because last night, the equalizer point made the ninth inning an entirely different ballgame. But now it is an identical situation. The Firefighters have one less trick play than the Coconuts, and they've got to find a way to get at least one, but really ideally for them, a couple to a few here in the eighth to make the equalizer a fight for Loco Beach. Ben Dumm's been out there fighting. I like to see him out for a third straight inning. The pitcher of the year has looked every bit of the part.
He's had some trouble, whether it's been by a hit or by a missed trick play, and he's got out of it both times in both the 6th and the 7th innings. If you're just joining us from the Savannah Bananas, welcome to Scranton, Pennsylvania. You might be asking, why are we just now going into the 8th inning at 9:30? What's happening? Well, it's because Mother Nature decided to be a you-know-what and delay us for a couple minutes at the start of the game and then about 30 minutes in the middle. But then we had Chief, so everything worked out. This has been a topsy-turvy game all over the place. Firefighters lead it by a score of 3-1. The trick play battle is 4-3 in favor of the Coconuts as Eric Osberg goes up. He struck out the first time he faced Ben Dumm tonight, and he's got a 2-2 count. Again, the Coconuts can win the equalizer point if they get through this inning with the trick play lead, and that is a single for the veteran catcher.
Osberg's shot takes a plunge down into center, and just like that, there's a runner on. Armani Henderson takes over on the bases, and EO's got a hit in the ball game. Now 1 for 4 on the night. Coach Marks immediately coaching up Armani, making sure he's aware of the situation here, because the Coconuts have a chance to double up the Firefighters. If they can win the 8th inning and the equalizer point, we'd head to the 9th inning tied.
Gideon Antle has a single against Dumm. Armani Henderson can steal with the best of them. This is popped into the sky. Do the fans have a shot? They don't. It was up into the suites. We cannot see that at our vantage point other than the monitor, but nobody caught it. Antle thought about it. Nice take. It's a professional take. Coconuts in the first 3 innings played at 7 runs, but the Firefighters got back into it as that is an excuse me swing and a half. Down the line, foul. Armani will have to return to first. Firefighters got it back in the bottom half of the 3rd with 5 runs after a 30-minute rain delay to tie the game up. They took the lead then in the 4th inning with a point and then made it a 3-1 count in the 6th inning. So the Coconuts really trying to battle. Pick off over to Armani just to keep him wise. And we stay at a 1-2. Again, Gideon Antle's been so good against Ben Dumm. That is popped up. Chance for a big trick play. Tiny. Underneath it, tip drill, Mason, under the legs, it's a double trick play, a massive one, because it gives the Fire and Flames a 5-4 lead. Call them both in.
That answers the question immediately. They have learned their lesson, and in a big way. Last night, the Firefighters made 3 outs the conventional way in the 8th inning, and it came back to bite them. Here, Tyner Hughes, who we just heard from, and Mason Maxwell have the biggest double trick play of the evening. The Firefighters now have a 1 trick play advantage in the top of the 8th.
And it's smart of Tiny, too. You just heard him say, I really want to get a backflip here at some point. You worry maybe at some points he would overthink it. Good on him. Just tip drill it, give Mason an opportunity, and that time Mason goes with one of the trick plays he's really mastered, and that's right underneath the ham hock. Grady Morgan, big swing and miss. He comes in to pinch hit for Dalton Malden. And looks at one high. It's a 1-2 count. Again, for those of you just joining us from Knoxville, hi. My name's Zach, that's AJ. Matty Warren's down on the field. It's wet, it's rainy. Armani is taken off. Grady Morgan swing. Caden Green, he just tagged him out! Oh my goodness! They just doubled him up! Strikeout into throwout! That's what firefighter ball is all about! And they go into the bottom half with a 5-4 lead in the trick play column. Big 3 innings for Ben Dumm III. Good Lord, man, I'm fired up. What a play from Peanuts, and what a throw from ZB behind the dish.
Strike him out, throw him out. Tale as old as time, and it never gets old. That's a catcher's absolute dream. Zachary Bridges actually threw that ball way off the bag, but Caden Green is a really special talent up the middle. His ability to get to that ball and lay a tag in a split second, I mean, that's otherworldly. It has ZB fired up, it has the Firefighters fired up, and it makes this a very, very crucial bottom of the 8th inning.
AJ, who's coming in? AJ, who's coming in from the outfield? Look who it is. Look who's at shortstop and walking to the mound right now. Do your song, slap your stomachs.
Da meatball, da Cage, Joe Filomeno, back-to-back outings, meatball 1-0 on the season, sub-5 ERA, that's real good, minutes per inning, under 5.5. Joe Filomeno, how do you do? Okay. It is a crucial bottom of the 8th inning for this Loco Beach team because 2 trick plays would earn a point and pull it within 1 going to the 9th. Joe Filomeno has been nails in the coffin this season, the leader in this clubhouse with a song so nice you're going to hear it a lot more than twice. Takes over on the hill and looks for the exact same success he found a night ago where he punched out a couple and kept the Firefighters off the board.
Welcome one, welcome all. Whether you're joining us from Knoxville, you're staying with us until Tacoma, Washington starts, or you've been with us for the entirety of this one, thank you so much for joining us. This is one of our largest live audiences in the history of Firefighter Banana Ball, and we could not be here without you. Thank you so much for joining us. We are absolutely locked and loaded here in Scranton, Pennsylvania for the 8th inning. Joe Filomeno on the mound. Dalton Cornett rolls a slow one to Jordan Brewer. He's got one all between the legs. It'll go down as just 1 trick play. But now if you're the Firefighters in a tied trick play column, do you risk just swinging and striking out twice in a row to limit this?
Went between the legs twice, that's for the love of the game, and who else but Meatball would be there to cover that bag in marinara and parmigiana? The Cicero, Illinois kid, repping Italia all the way.
EJ into the stands. He's been caught out a couple times by the fans. He will not be caught out a 3rd time here. Clock was maybe a factor a little bit earlier in this one, but now with 9 minutes, unless we have one of the most unexpected long innings in the history of man, we won't get that here. This is for the equalizer point. Urso between the legs, and the Coconuts have the extra point.
It is within 1. Joe Filomeno, how do you do? Meatball induces 2 slow rollers to the right side. His defense has got his back. It's another equalizer point. Back-to-back nights with it for Loco Beach, and it's a 3-2 ball game with 2 down in the 8th.
Logan Lacey high into left field. Tanner Allen underneath. And in a quick one, Joe Filomeno says, let's go to the 9th in a 1-point game.
Meatball, gotcha, slap the stomach, 3 up, 3 down. It's a scoreless 8th inning for Joe Filomeno. How about it? 3-2 ball game, 9th inning. Let's hear about the rules.
And remember, you can always lean on your Firefighters.
It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it
Scranton, you guys have been incredible, y'all. And you guys have amazing energy. Let's go, Firefighters!
So, it is the 9th inning. For those of you just joining us in, this is an unbelievable banana ball game. Equalizer point has been won by the Coconuts to make it a 3-2 game. And on the mound, over the last 2 months, is one of the, if not the, premier closer in the sport. Johnny Hummel, when the spotlight turns up, the pressure gets a little bit tighter and the stage gets bigger. He gets better. Before Banana Ball at Kentucky closed out their first ever trip to the College World Series, then closed out their first ever win in Omaha. Now, in Banana Ball, was convinced to come here by his now teammate and former squad mate at Erskine College, Armando Becerra. He comes in with a huge opportunity to close out, maybe not a must-win for the Firefighters, but what could be a massive turnaround W for the Fire and Flames. He wears the number 95 for his hero, Lightning McQueen, as we go down to the field with Sam Tenez.
I've got that lightning inside me, son of a god. I'm like a titan that's rising, oh, just to what? I'm stepping into fire. There is no time to waste. I've got that lightning inside me. This is how legends are made. Oh, 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 oh. This is how legends are made. Oh, 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 oh. This is how legends are made.
Coming into pitch, the
Moments
final
like
inning.
these are where legends are made. Lightning, Johnny Hummel, on the hill for the Firefighters, is immediately going to be tested with gasoline because there's a tunnel forming outside of the Coconuts dugout, and that can only mean one thing. Sam Tenez just introduced Johnny Hummel, but that's not the only player that he's introducing because Coach Crocco has used the golden batter more than anyone this season, and we're going to learn who Loco Beach is going to in the biggest moment of the series.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Loco Beach Coconuts are now invoking the golden batter rule. Hitting in place of J.D. Urso is your golden batter, Tanner Allen!
In the biggest of moments, you want guys with moxie. You want guys with swagger. You want guys who look you in the eyes and say, Coach, I want the lumber. I want the moment. This is my league. And Tanner Allen's been taking it by storm. The 2021 national champion, SEC Player of the Year, gets a second straight golden bat opportunity against Johnny Hummel.
SEC on SEC, and it's broken bat special. Tyner Hughes throwing across his body, not in time. It's a tough play to make, but TA is aboard.
Infield single for Tanner Allen. How do you do?
It's a golden plate appearance for TA. Big one. Tyner Hughes, it's a heck of a fielding job going right back up the middle. And now Brett Carson, who has grounded out and struck out back-to-back times, has an opportunity to get the Coconuts a little bit closer against one of the guys that you want in pressure moments. Johnny Hummel is as good as they get in these conditions. Right there for strike one. Coming into the weekend over the last 2 months, he'd given up a grand total of 2 hits, 1 ball, 4 sprint, and 1 run. Big curveball right in there, painting the outside corner. And this is the beauty, too, of using that golden AB right there. You're going to the top of the order right back here. But an 0-2 count to BC. Swings right up the middle, base knock. TA will move from station to station. And now, with nobody away, the Coconuts have a huge opportunity on their hands.
And that's a huge decision from Mark Crocco. He wanted to keep the bat in dual threat Brett's hands. That's exactly why. With 2 strikes, fearless at the plate. It moves Tanner Allen to second. He's now being replaced on the bases by the designated runner Armani Henderson. Game-tying runs in second. Go-ahead runs on first. Who else would you want at the plate? It's Ben Parker with Tanner Allen on deck. Johnny Hummel is going to get the biggest test of the year right here.
We saw him get in some trouble last night. He got out of it without surrendering a run. This might be the bigger test. Parker into the stands, and he immediately faces an 0-2 hole. That does not faze him very much. Remember, the Coconuts were down to their last strike on a Friday night in Savannah, and Ben Parker hugged the foul pole to give them a lead they never relinquish. Johnny on the outside, he thought he had it. It's a great pitch to try and make him chase. Pumps is an OBP machine just as much as he lifts weights. 1-2. Into the dirt. That's going to move Armani, and it's going to move Brett.
And the biggest thing there is the force out is no longer in play anywhere but first. So a ball in play here should very well score Armani Henderson. You cannot afford to walk Ben Parker the way the Firefighters have in this series, because now a walk, a ball four sprint I should say, gives the Coconuts the lead with 2 in scoring position.
And the Firefighters are past the heart of their order. Johnny Hummel. Again into the dirt, trying to get Ben to chase, and it's a 3-2 count. Ball four sprint, and this game is going back to the nuts. 3-2. Parker has not struck out much this year. And he won't here.
Here comes Henderson. Brett Carson cruises in with ease. For the first time since the 3rd inning, the Loco Beach Coconuts have the lead. Ben Parker ran down on his way to 3rd, but he will die a hero with that plate appearance. Parker makes the first out on the bases, but not before Johnny Hummel sacrifices a couple. It's a wild pitch that scores Henderson. It scores Carson, and the Coconuts have the lead. The comeback Coconuts remind you why they do it as good as anybody.
The Firefighters, since the rain delay in the 3rd, have clearly been the team that has been better. But in the last couple of innings, the equalizer point bites him as Tanner Allen goes right by Tiny. That looks just like what he did in the Golden Bat opportunity, and he flashes the 2 right by the Firefighter dugout.
It's now 2 games in 1 week where Tanner Allen has 2 hits in the 9th inning. That's what the Golden Batter will do for you. In the biggest moments, big players elevate their play to match the moment. Tanner Allen's done just that and more this weekend and last.
Dane Tofflin is now at the plate. And he puts this one right over us. If you're just joining us, the equalizer point yet again has changed the game. If that wasn't earned, this game is tied. But instead it was, and the Firefighters are now trailing 4-3 in a game where you can argue for the better part of this one, they have been the better team. Tofflin, right field. Darian McDowell giving chase. That hangs in the air forever and a day. But Darian McDowell brings it in, and Tanner Allen will stay at first.
Brings up Jordan Brewer, who we've already seen hit a homer in this game. One here would tear things open. The Coconuts have C.J. Williams getting warm in the bullpen for a 2nd straight night. Can Brewer provide him any insurance?
That one into the dirt. We've seen that a couple times, and TA's on his way to 2nd. Right now, if you're the Firefighters, you've got to keep your head. There's a lot more time left in this one. You've got to find your way out of these mistakes. And this is the guy you trust in this situation. Johnny Hummel has been so effective. This is the first time in about 2 months we've seen a save go against him. Can the Firefighters back him up here and get to the bottom half, trailing by just 1? Attacks inside, it's a 3-0 count. Ball four sprint would make it a 5-3 game. Brewer into left field, Smoke dives out, but it's a hit. Throwing home at the ditch. Bridges laid the tag, but the ball is out. TA scores, and it's a 2-point lead for the Coconuts.
Brew just gave it to you. A single, a 3-run homer, and now the biggest knock of them all, an RBI double. It's a multi-run break. again for Loco Beach. Third run that scores in the ninth. Every run counts as a point. That, combined with the equalizer, gives the Coconuts a multi-run advantage and gives Danae Benitez a chance to take over on the bases. Benitez in the pinch run for Jordan Brewer in a big moment with Ashby Vining taking over at the plate. Boy, oh boy, these Coconuts have ice running through their veins 24/7, 365.
Ashby into the seats. Can the Firefighter fans help him? They cannot.
I mean, you just can never count this team out of any game ever. 8 of the 12 wins have been come from behind.
Vining down the line, foul.
Now
Hector
a
Gonzalez
real
that
chance
makes,
to make it 9 of 13.
Hector Gonzalez is the one that makes the call behind the dish. And what's been so impressive about the Coconuts, they've done this now against both Ben Dumm and Johnny Hummel. They've done it against the reigning pitcher of the year and a guy who has clearly, in my estimation, put himself in the conversation for that award this year. Tonight, though, the Coconuts in this ninth inning have looked special.
I mean, I'll reiterate it. This is not a tonight thing. The Coconuts have scored 15 more runs in the ninth inning than any other team in the Banana Ball Championship League. That was entering tonight. Now with 4 more, 19 more than any other team in the BBCL. There is no team more clutch than the Coconuts.
Vining beats that into the dirt. Throw over to first, and the Firefighters will have to come from behind. We go to the bottom half of the ninth inning. You can see the look on Mason Maxwell. Is it a look of frustration, or is it a look of knowing what you now have to do? The Coconuts have done it again on a 5-3 game. This is a massive, massive bottom half. The Firefighters have lost 3 straight. As you take a look at Ben Parker on a 2-run ball force sprint. Gets thrown out, it doesn't matter. They got what they needed there. And the man on the mound is the guy that shut them down last night.
The villain takes over on the hill again. C.J. Williams. Perfect a night ago. The ERA continues to fall beneath the floor. There is no pitcher in the Banana Ball Championship League who has more appearances this season than C.J. Williams. Whenever the moment's the biggest, the lights are the brightest, Coach Kraka, pitching coach Andy Morales, they never have a second thought. You turn to number 0 because that's how much he cares about you. That's how much he cares about these Firefighters. There is one thing on C.J. Williams' mind, and it is getting out of the bottom of this ninth inning, making it a 6th consecutive save, and securing a Loco Beach Coconuts win that would sweep the Firefighters, bring out the brooms, and get the Coconuts back over the 500 mark for the first time since before the Banana Ball Open. This is a team that is 8-5 since the Open. They won 3 straight series before the Bananas got the better of them 2-1. They've already secured a piece of this series, a 2-game stint here in the Electric City at PNC Field. Now they want it all. C.J. Williams, the man you want in the mound, in the biggest of moments, is ready to talk trash. He's ready to K ya, and he is ready for war against smoke.
Firefighters still have their golden AB to use. As far as I can tell, I do not see anybody in that golden robe. Tyner Hughes has a helmet on. He is not anywhere close to coming up. Right now, Smoke is the 6 hole. Mason Maxwell is your 7 hole. You wonder if Tyner might be used as Hector Gonzalez calls strike 1. Firefighters have got to get 2 across to send us to showdowns, 3 to win. Big swing and miss. Smoke down the right field line. Only the fans can help the Coconuts out. They won't. If you're just joining us, the Firefighters led 3-1 going into the 8th inning. A couple of trick plays in that frame gave them an equalizer point that made it 3-2. They then scored 3 in the top of the 9th to make it a 5-3 game as Smoke stays alive. Javon Ray trying everything he can from his side of the field to bump up his guy. South Trimble in the lineup for the 7th time tonight. In 5 of those appearances, he has a hit. He did not get one last night. Can he get one tonight? CJ is as tough as they come. South just fighting.
This is an impressive battle he's forging. He's yet to take a pitch. Trimble's up there with no strikes to play with, just battling pitches off, trying to find a way to get something in play against a guy whose blood runs cold.
South, lazy fly into right center field. Gideon Antle coming in and grabs it for out 1.
C.J. Williams continuing to do C.J. Williams things. Fans, I can only say it so many times. This is the mindset you want from your closer. You want a guy who says, Coach, give me the ball, I will get 3 straight outs. And with his custom cleats from Shane Victorino and a jersey that dawns 0, Williams is 2 outs away from just that.
Mason looks at one outside. Double M tonight's got a single, a walk-off in his second plate appearance on an error, and then a fly-out. A couple of trick plays against his ledger as well. A hit here would be massive. He'll swing at strike 1, fouls it back. Can the Firefighters help out their closer, who had a rare bit of trouble tonight? Mason, slow dribbler. I don't think they're gonna get to it. And the Firefighters got a runner on board. It's a lazy single down the left field line. Dane Tofflin couldn't catch up to it. And Mason Maxwell has done it. And now we might be getting golden. A tunnel is forming. Lights out. Let's get golden.
The Firefighters are invoking the golden batter rule. Hitting in the place of Dakota McFadden. Here is DC3 Dalton Cornett.
So here is the situation. It's righty on lefty. It is a bad man in CJ Williams against the Firefighters clutch man at a pip-up pass at Kentucky. Dalton Cornett has himself 7 walk-offs. He cannot do that here. But one swing of the bat can change the trajectory of this one. And he sends one off into the opposite side. It's a backside base knock. And the Firefighters have 2 aboard. The golden at bat works to perfection. And here comes Darian McDowell. It's the 3rd single on the night for DC3. And now Darian, who's got a single and another walk-off single, has a chance with one swing to make some magic here in the Electric City. The Firefighters are doing everything they can to get the good juju. Inside, Darian didn't like it, doesn't matter.
You better bet C.J. Williams won't let those 2 hits affect his confidence. Probably a combined exit velocity of 50 miles an hour. Both weak nub shots. He's doing exactly what he's looking to on the hill.
McDowell outside. It's a 1-1 count. You can feel the tension everywhere you stand, wherever you may be watching. Hearts racing a little faster. Darian, big swing and miss. Wanted that one, and wanted it bad. CJ collects. You wonder how tough it is still for the pitchers to grip this banana ball. 1-2, fought. Oh, J.D. Urso flips it, gets the out at second. Darian dove down and stays safe at first.
J.D. Urso, are you kidding? Otherworldly play from the Loco Beach Coconut second baseman. Coach Crocco wants to take another look. My goodness, J.D. Urso, you're an alien.
That is a massive defensive play. That gets through. It's a 1-point game.
Kelly Dine will sneak on over along with our crew chief Jake Moore and Hector Gonzalez. It looks like Darian's safe, at least from that vantage point. I need to see it again. I think the hand's on the bag there. I think they've made the right call. And boy, they are right back out of the dugout. That might be one of the quickest replays we've seen. It took 10 seconds. And they call it safe. So, here's the situation. Runners on the corners, 2 away, and it's Armando Becerra at the dish.
Can we take a moment to appreciate that play from J.D. Urso? I mean, that is the definition of a web gem in a gotta-have-it moment. If that gets through, there's only 1 down, and it's a 1-point game. Instead, it's still a 2-point advantage, and the Coconuts are an out away from winning. That's how you help your pitcher on the mound.
I wonder if the Coconuts just tried the hidden ball trick.
They did.
Boy. All right. They shut that down real fast. Armando Becerra, lefty on righty. Tonight, a ball 4 sprint, a walk-off on a Zach Smith error, and a strikeout. Popped it up. Sal Jacobo underneath, and the Coconuts have come back again to win it and sweep the Firefighters in Scranton.
Scranton, Pennsylvania, I hope you brought your brooms to the ballpark, because the Loco Beach Coconuts have come in and painted the town teal. C.J. Williams, with ice in his veins, closes out yet another save, and the comeback Coconuts have done it again. Loco Beach is above 500 on their inaugural campaign and are riding the wave to yet another series win. This one comes in sweeping fashion. The door was never even open a crack. When C.J. Williams takes the mound, it is already slammed shut. He's a piece of the comeback puzzle, a piece of the pie here at Loco Beach that spreads positivity, exudes joy, and starts with loving one another. The Coconuts have done it again. Now 9-5 since the Banana Ball Open. 9 of the team's 13 wins have been come from behind. Tonight's impressive as ever. The equalizer point makes a difference. The grit makes a difference. And the process-oriented Loco Beach Coconuts have yet again pulled off a 9th inning comeback. There is no team more clutch in the Banana Ball Championship League. I've got the stats to prove it if you don't believe me at home. How about 19 more 9th inning runs from Loco Beach than any other team in this league? The Coconuts are simply on another level when the lights are the brightest, and they remind you why yet again. Sweeping the Firefighters out of Scranton, Pennsylvania with the win, and moving to 13-12. Jordan Brewer had a big-time game. He's with our very own Maddie Warren.
You hit a ball really far today. An air that has felt really heavy this weekend. How good did it feel to see that ball leave the yard?
You know, I went to college at Michigan. You got to know the cold when you get hot. So this is a normal day.
We had a chance to talk a little bit before the game yesterday, and I got to hear a bit about your journey to Banana Ball. Would you mind talking a little bit about just how your mentality and your approach to the game and your love for the game has changed in your time here?
It's truly amazing. You know, like, when do I get to do this? You know, I get to be with the boys and chill out and actually enjoy the game again and be the 12-year-old kid I am again.
Now, you guys have played the Firefighters the most out of any other pairing of teams in the league so far. So early on in the season to play the same team so many times. Does that get harder? Do things get a little bit more personal? What does that kind of look like?
Yes. It's a brotherly love, but, you know, when we get between those white lines, it's on. Especially seeing them so many times, we get to know each other a lot more and see pitchers and hitters' tendencies and oh my gosh, Carson, you are blind, brother. But yeah.
All right, I've got one more question for you. It's from 11-year-old Dylan. He would like to know who your favorite MLB player is.
My favorite MLB player? Probably Mookie Betts. You know why? Because he's an athlete. He plays multiple sports. Don't play one sport, kids. Play multiple.
All right, now we're going to send it off to the people at home and the lovely, beautiful people of Scranton, Pennsylvania that have stuck around so long. Boys, can we get a beach to you, everybody?
Beach to you, everybody.
Beach to you.
Beach to you, everybody. To the thousands in attendance this weekend in Scranton, Pennsylvania, who braved the elements, welcome to the beach. It's the most infectious vibe in all of sports. It's love, and it's sweeping the country by storm. Tropical storm at that. In spite of a monsoon, 14 hours of rain in the Electric City, the Loco Beach Coconuts did what they do better than anybody in the sport. In the 9th inning, backs against the wall, Loco Beach pulls off yet another comeback, and Jordan Brewer owned the showman of the night. It's a 4-ribby ball game. The Coconuts outdid the Firefighters across the board. 5-3 your final score, 11-9 the runs, 10-9 in the hits, and the big story, Zach, in this sport right now is the trick plays. 6-5 back-to-back equalizer points led to back-to-back Coconuts wins.
Feels very much like the story from Florida State for the Loco Beach Coconuts. They found a way to get the equalizer point going into the 9th inning. It was a 1-point game, and then they got 3 runs there in the top of the 9th to take a lead. They ultimately never gave back, 6-4. The Loco Beach Coconuts do it again. They now take a 5-3 lead head-to-head against the Firefighters as we welcome you back here inside the Dispatch Center at PNC Field. AJ Switek, I'm Zach Staten. What a night this has been here in Scranton that's seen just about everything you could. Weather delays, few trick plays, but important trick plays, a lot of runs, a lot of offense, and another 9th inning comeback for a team who is becoming known as the Comeback Coconuts.
Yeah, they have earned that coinage by every definition. This is a team that now has won 13 games this season. Over half of them have been come from behind wins. And again, when the lights are the brightest, you want that lineup at the plate. Coach Crocco has instilled it from the very start. If you trust the process and keep the main thing, the results are going to work themselves out. That process is knowing that from the first pitch to the very last, with a lineup like Loco Beach's, you're never out of the game. That process is knowing that when you greet the world with a smile and you spread love, the good karma is going to come right back your way. And for Loco Beach, since the Banana Ball Open, it has rung so very true. 9-5 since missing that dance. Now comfortably above that red equator line that marks the top 4 teams in the Banana Ball Championship League. In their inaugural season, the Coconuts look anything but the newest team to the beach.
And you talk about those standings. The Firefighters are going to have to find their way quick, fast, and in a hurry because they have 6 straight games against the Texas Tailgaters. Then they go up against the Savannah Bananas. They've got to find their mojo fast. And we've learned about this team that they're gritty. They've got a lot of moxie. Tonight has to light a spark underneath them, and I believe it will. Let's take a look at what's coming up here. Tonight here, we just started, I believe, in Tacoma, Washington. It's the Party Animals in the Indianapolis Clowns. Then next week, just referred to you there a little bit, Firefighters and the Texas Tailgaters. We go back to the hometown of Val Perez, our head coach, Corpus Christi, Texas, for a 3-game set. Thursday night, we'll start it at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time at Whataburger Field. That will be an emotional weekend for Val Perez and company, going back to where she was a firefighter for 10 years. And then it's off to Orlando, Florida for the Party Animals and the Loco Beach Coconuts at the Wide World of Sports at ESPN at Disney World. That's going to be fun, AJ.
Oh, that's going to be lots of fun emotions. It's only the second headliner in the history of the Loco Beach Coconuts. They have had the Party Animals number this year, only dropped 1 game to the second oldest franchise in the sport. That'll be available on the ESPN app, on Disney Plus, and the Coconuts YouTube. Me personally, I know I'm looking forward to riding some rides and catching a wave at Typhoon Lagoon. And how else would you round out the weekend without the Bananas and the Clowns? Next weekend at a major league ballpark, Kauffman Stadium, on True TV and the Clowns YouTube, it's going to be Indianapolis against Savannah for a big-time stint. This sport's continuing to grow, and you see exactly why. Because in Texas, in Florida, and in Missouri, the greatest show in sports is continuing to sweep this nation.
And by the way, Kansas City, Missouri, the home of the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, that will be another emotional weekend for the Indianapolis Clowns. Just 2 weeks after going back home to Indianapolis, they go to their first ever home games in a Major League Park. AJ, we won't see each other for a month. I feel like I've seen you more than anybody here throughout the first 2 months. Now, Manchester, New Hampshire, it'll be for the first time ever that the Coconuts are the home team against the Fire and Flames. We'll see you there, and then we won't see you again until the end of the season in Biloxi, Mississippi. So we've gotten to know them quite well. We might be apart for a little bit of time. For our great team here, led by the legendary Mohawk Mike, the great Alex Gross out in the truck, our tremendous Matty Warren down on the sidelines, the great Blake O'Hare is our statistician, and the person calling the shots down on the field, the wonderful Maggie Jones. We've had an awesome time here in the Electric City. Goodbye from Scranton, Pennsylvania. For the Firefighters, we'll see you next week in the Lone Star State. The Coconuts will see you in Orlando, Florida. Until next time, these are words to live by. If you're going through something tough, if you're going through adverse situations, remember, axes up, chop hard. We'll see you next week.
Share your smile with the world and go Loco, baby. The brooms are out, the Coconuts are above 500, and the vibes are immaculate at the beach. I love you all. Thank you for spending your weekend here with us in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Axes up, chop hard. Goodbye.